Okay, unmute mic, right? What's up, everybody? Sorry. Haven't fixed my white balance yet. Sorry about that. Didn't have time to do that today. So we're just gonna have to deal with it for right now. This is some of the stuff we got. So to do a little bit of introduction on this whole WhatNot thing, if anybody doesn't know what WhatNot is, it is a streaming app that allows you to list, or allows me to list things and for you to purchase them. They have a few different ways to do it. So we thought it would be a fun way to have an alternate way to sell stuff, just a more interactive way for some of the like leftover stuff that we've never put on the store, and things that have dings and stuff. So we've been talking about it for a while, and we finally got it set up. Tonight we're just going to test it out. So I'm actually going to be streaming both at the same time. I'm allowed to do that until we are an affiliate. So we're just going to do that to kind of allow people who don't want to buy anything and don't want to get on WhatNot to chill with us while we do it. And anybody that wants a chance to buy something can get on the WhatNot app. You can actually use it on the app or the website, I believe. WhatNot.com, or just search WhatNot. You can see down here, it'll cycle through. There it is. You'll see our username. You should just be able to search for that on the app and pull us up. Technically, the show on WhatNot doesn't start for like 4 more minutes. So I'm going to kind of wait for that to start. People can cycle in over there. So I got 2 different chats going at once. So we're going to see how this goes. But I guess we can show these off a little bit. This is basically, we've never once sold one of the Metal Rama caps, an extra of one. I don't think we've ever sold. The only ones we ever sold extras of were the silicone ones. So this is basically metal versions of, I believe, almost every version that we've done. I mean, don't hold me to that. There's a lot of them going pretty far back. They're just completely randomly thrown in here. There's some silicone ones. I feel like it might be more fun if I just mix them up here. Because basically, I think what I've decided to do is you should just be able to search Doubleday, I guess is your name. You should just be able to hit the search bar. And if you're having trouble, I believe our Instagram story had a link straight to it. So I believe that will open directly in the app. There's a lot in here. I'm pretty sure there's at least like 100 or 2 caps in here. 100 or 200 caps. It's getting a good mixing here. So what I think I'm going to do is just randomly pull them out of the box on WhatNot, and we'll just go. There's a lot of the same ones, so I do need to do some mixing here. Let me get this off the table so I don't hit all of the mics and cameras and whatnot. And you'll notice, so to my left is the camera for WhatNot. So WhatNot runs on my phone. It's basically a mobile app. It's pretty simple. You just basically run an app. Uses your phone camera. It's pretty low-key, not very polished, not a big setup. It's just basically your phone camera pointing. You show it, sell it. So I'm about to launch that. A lot of WhatNot was kind of hard to test without actually going live, so we're basically going to be doing a lot of testing live. So it's probably going to be a little scuff, a little not too polished and great, but we're going to figure it out together. So let me get this started over here. It's about time, 8:59. Yeah, we've got about 15 seconds. I think I can start it early. We're going to be going live on WhatNot tonight to test out the app. We've never done it before. This will be our first. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's the wrong camera. There we go. If anybody's on WhatNot, I believe you should be able to see it now. I have it open on an iPad here. Okay, I think we're good. I can't actually. I thought I was going to be able to see my feed on this iPad because my phone is facing, the screen's facing away from me. But I can see the chat. So just let me know if you can't see anything. So we got like multiple views here. Like if you got it open in both apps, you got views everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep up with both chats. So to show WhatNot, which is anyone, can WhatNot hear me? Anybody that's only in WhatNot and not in Twitch, can you hear me? Everything good? Because this is just using the iPhone mic. Holy crap, the chat is going fast. WhatNot is popping over here. This is pretty crazy. Holy crap. Okay, WhatNot. This is what we have. This whole box is filled. And we're basically going to just randomly pull out and list them. So the thing that I don't know. So WhatNot has a few different options for how you can list. You can do just a buy now, which is just we set a price, or you can do an auction, or you can do a giveaway. I'm still in the process of trying to convince WhatNot, which I've discussed in a previous stream, to combine the buy now and the giveaway to create a raffle, because our community likes raffles, where you guys can just pick a random chat person, and then they get the chance to buy it. Because I know people are a little iffy about the auction. You cannot buy on Twitch, Uproar. It's not a feature of Twitch. You have to go over to WhatNot if you're interested in actually trying to buy something. If you're just here to hang out, you can hang out. I think you can also watch the WhatNot on their website. So here's my question, and I'm going to kind of I guess I'll let WhatNot chat decide because they're the ones over here trying to do it. So I've gotten a lot of feedback of people saying that auctions would basically piss everyone off if we did auctions because there's a possibility that it could go above MSRP. So I agree with that. So with these caps, there's an option that I could start the auction at $1 instead of like MSRP, where there's technically a chance that it could go below MSRP. I will let everyone know what the MSRP is before, so that you kind of know, okay, I shouldn't bid above this amount. But I wanted to kind of see how everyone felt about it. I think that starting the auction at $1 could be a little more fun instead of just like, oh, whoever hits the button first. But I do understand if people don't like that. And I feel like we should at least try one. Obviously, if it goes like horrible or it goes like to some insane price that I feel very uncomfortable, like if it goes like triple the price, then we'll just go to buy now, because I'm not here to like try to flip our own products. We were never ever planning on selling these to begin with. They've been sitting in a closet for years, so we just thought this would be a really fun way to do it. Sorry, Twitch chat, I'm not giving you your attention. But so I think from consensus, it seems like a good amount of people think the auction could be at least something to try. So I didn't have the product set up yet because I have to set it up either as auction or as buy now. So I was just kind of waiting to see what it felt like here. So sorry about my arm here. I'm setting it up over here for y'all. So we got, there's actually a mechanical keyboards category on WhatNot, which is pretty cool. I believe we're one of the first people to even do anything in this category on this app. So that's pretty cool. Sorry you're having to stare at my arm for a second. I'm just going to name the product Ramacap. I'm not going to be naming these products specific to what they are, because that would take forever. So we're just going to start it at $1. Make sure this is, oh, okay. Okay, we got it on auction, quantity 1. Okay, like I said, this is a nice test that may go horribly wrong. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Okay. So we're gonna test one here. Obviously, I'm gonna pull one out first so that everyone actually knows what it is that they're going for. And I also am going to attempt to get y'all the MSRPs off the top of my head. Okay, yes, shipping. Good question. Also for everyone in WhatNot chat. The shipping, I believe, it's all United States Postal Service. I believe, which I couldn't actually find anywhere that said this information, that, okay, so there's your little thingy here. I believe it's $3.50 for the first thing that you purchase. But then after that, I believe it's $1 additional if you keep getting multiple things. So you're not paying like the full shipping over and over again. How do you bid? I have to actually initiate the start. I thought I would pull the thing here and let y'all see it first. I got a fun one that I'm going to attempt to remember which one this is. Okay, is everyone ready? I feel like this is gonna be pretty fun. Oh, it's already starting? Oh, what the hell? Why can't I see it? This is interesting. Okay, see, I told y'all we might fail miserably. So, it happens. Worst case scenario, I legit can't even see. Oh, it says start auction. Oh, this is pre-bid. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have pinned it. I'm gonna unpin here, okay? We're unpinning. That was just a test. That was for fun, okay? Good job, everyone. You got your clicks in. We're gonna start over here. We're gonna start over here. And hopefully I don't have to sit here and do this on every single product. That's another thing I don't know. I'm hoping that I can just duplicate, because if I can't, that's going to be really annoying. Sorry, everyone. Told y'all this might be scuff. Okay, can y'all make sure y'all can't see that? Okay, nobody can see it. I'm going to tap. Start auction. $1. We're going to do this for 1 minute. And it's just sudden death. There's another option where if under 10 seconds, every time someone bids, it adds 10 more seconds. We're not going to do that. We're just going to sit here and it's going to end when it ends, okay? We're going to try this, see what happens. Okay, it's already at freaking $15. Y'all didn't even know which one it is. Y'all bidding without even knowing which one it is. This is the Modern Dolce Light cap, I believe. Okay, y'all are crazy. Y'all should not be paying this much money. Okay, sorry everyone. I believe that the auction is going to be a failed experiment. I guess it's not too bad. I believe that this one was $38 or $40 MSRP. I can take it out here. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea, but there are a lot of troll bids in this. So here's the cap. Aluminum enamel fill. There's a lot of these guys, so definitely not something that you need to like jump on. Okay, I don't know how I felt about that. Super Monkey, congrats, I think, if you're happy with that. So I guess we have to decide here if we want to keep doing that or, yeah, we're going to do it again. See, Super Monkey, I'm going to throw you a little something in extra because you were the first one. You did it. You're going to get a little something extra in here. I'm going to write your name just because I don't actually know how this is going to tell me who won what. Just to make sure that we know it's done. There we go. Super Monkey, congrats. You're going to get something extra. He's the only one that's going to get something extra. So y'all know from now on, which I didn't do a great job, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to tell you what the MSRP is. And then that it's on you if you're going to bid above it, okay? And if it keeps going too high, I'm going to stop because I'm not here to try to make an insane amount of money. I'm trying to start these at $1. We'll try it one more time. If it goes too high, if it goes over MSRP, we're just going to go to buy now and see how that works. Is that okay with everybody? Sorry, Twitch, I'm not giving you good attention over here. Double chats. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you overpay, it's on you. I'm telling you how much they're worth. I'm basically telling you, do not bid over this amount. Like, let me show you here. Maybe this will convince people. Maybe this is what we need to see. This is how many there are. Like, this isn't like a, oh my gosh, there's only one. I have to get it. It's the only one, okay? So, oh, this was a mistake. So, just calm your horses. If you hit the button, it's going to bid instantly, by the way. It's not going to ask you if you're okay with it. So, watch your fingers. And I'm pretty sure this is about to freaking make me do this every single freaking time. This is going to suck. But that's what test streams are for, right? That's what test streams are for. We're not even typing the word cap because that just takes too much time. I guess I was supposed to set up just like a billion of these beforehand. So we're going to grab another one out of the box here. Oh, shoot. We almost dropped them. We're going to do this on the table. Okay. Oh, the giveaway? I don't quite know yet. We're going to decide. This was all just completely... That's... Okay, here we go. This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay. You can't really see that. This is the Pono little kitty cat. I believe that this is also $38 MSRP. So this is not worth any more than $38. Okay. This is one of the cutest ever. It's actually, I believe it was the first one to ever do the double like depth. So this one's pretty cool. I need a little stand over here, don't I? Thanks, Gio. Thanks for hanging out. Graded card is not going up for auction. This is just a little display, which you can't actually see it on the phone. You used to be able to. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Why is there freaking pre-bid? Okay, we're starting the auction. 1 minute, $38 MSRP. Sudden death. Here we go. This is what we're going for. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're up to 39. It stopped. That's good news. Oh my gosh. People. Why? See, y'all are just making me look bad. I'm over here trying to get y'all some stuff at under MSRP. But yeah, this is never going to sell under MSRP, so I think we're going to go to just buy now after this. Because I just don't feel right doing it personally. I'm not here to sell over MSRP. I'll give both of these winners a little something extra to try to just at least get the value up. They're only like $10 over, so I guess that's not too bad. This was supposed to be sudden death, WhatNot. Yeah, I'll make sure that I give you a little something extra in here, to bump your value up to the. I mean, luckily I didn't pay twice the price. Yes, Jaywan, you're right, and I need every single person to comment that in chat. Why is there not a raffle system? Because I've been trying to convince them to do it, and they were like, "Oh, that's good." And I was like, "If you want mechanical keyboards to be a thing in this app, it has to be raffle." I was like, if you're going to have a mechanical keyboard category, you have to have raffle, is what I told them. I doubt anyone from WhatNot is in here, but if they are, you've heard the people. Okay, we're going to try another one. I know a lot of people are asking about the Bauer. We've Night Owl Keyboards on Twitch. We've never sold Rama extras before. So I've never actually set a price for them. So they might be 60. I don't know if that's what other people sell them for. So I guess if that's what other vendors sell them for, then I guess it wasn't too horribly bad. But I mean, if that's what y'all agree. Y'all still want to keep doing raffle? I just want to make sure that I'm not pissing anyone off, you know? That's not what I'm here to do. We're just here to have fun, get some people some stuff. And I just thought this was the funnest way to. I mean, when you got 200 Rama caps sitting around, I feel like I need a better bin. There needs to be something here. Or should I just do this? Should I just do this? Is that better? Twitch, do y'all want to see my face with just a little mini version of what we're showing here? Or do you want the big version? Okay. Here we go. I don't know how many we're going to do. I'm just kind of here. I have no plans. That's usually how I do things. This is our next one. This is the brass Pono cap. So this one actually is worth a little bit more. Someone can try to correct me. I believe that this one was 56 maybe. I can't say your name, GFP7. How would buy now work though with whoever has the fastest fingers? I don't know. That's like I said. I've never done this before, so if that's what it is, that may not be any better. Look at that boy. I might put a fingerprint or two on it, but 56 was MSRP. Okay, we're gonna do an MSRP on this one just because I want to kind of see how it works. We're playing around here tonight, seeing how it works. Buy now, WhatNot. This is a slight flaw in your app that I have to keep making these every single time. I assume I was just supposed to prepare 1 million of these beforehand. Brain cavity. We're actually on the WhatNot app. You can go to whatnot.com or you can download the app. You can search OmniType. Or you can go to our Instagram and click on the link in our story. This is what we're going to be selling, by the way. And head over there and take a look. I'm talking to my phone that's here to the left of me. We have things and whatnot. So this is what we're going to be selling next. Here you go, Twitch chat. Pono cap. We're going to do a buy now just to see how it works. Okay, did that just happen? Okay, that didn't happen. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, someone bought it. Luckily, we have a lot of these. I need to figure out who even bought it. Yeah, it didn't even show up. I didn't even see it. Okay. Well, sold. Okay, good thing I have a sold app here. Okay. Congrats, R. Palma. I don't know how you did that, but you did. I don't even know how you bought it from more. Oh, R. Palma was the last one. Okay, that makes sense now. I was like, how did he buy it for more than I listed it for? Okay, they didn't. These are not in order. Okay, there we go. Congrats, Amarino, for somehow skipping everyone. Okay. This is interesting. So by now, we're going to try one more. Because that was a little weird there. We'll be better prepared next time. I appreciate everyone being here and just being the guinea pigs in this process. Okay, so I don't quite know how this works. Buy now might actually be even worse than auction because I don't actually even know how you buy it. But Amorino knows how to buy it. So I'm about to hit confirm. Let's see. I keep getting the silicone ones. So we're doing a silicone one next. I'm not auctioning these because they are only worth $14. And you weirdos are going to bid like $50 for this. And I'm not here to scam you. Okay, so these are $14. Y'all want me to auction this and see what crazy person actually bids this? I mean, I have like 15,000 of these, okay? Okay, we're going to auction it because that's what everyone's saying. That's what everyone is saying. So we're going to auction this thing. Okay, starting the auction, $1, 1 minute. Y'all better not buy it. This is only worth $14. Oh my gosh. I have so many of these in this box. I can list multiple quantities, but I think it might be like you're purchasing more than one quantity at once. What are y'all doing? Oh my gosh. This oh my gosh. This is $14. What are y'all doing? Stop. No, stop it. Ianiverse, I know that name. You trolls. Stop doing this. I wish I could set a max. I guess that wouldn't work. Was $14, cannot buy them anymore. Well, you can buy them right here. And there's like an entire box full of them. Congratulations, I guess. Crazy man. Yeah, you're right. Whoever said I should put them in the bag, good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea, crucified poo. That might be what we do. Take the overage and donate it somewhere. Y'all like that idea? Would that make this process a little better to where you at least know that whatever you bid over MSRP is going to be donated? Is that a deal? And my immediate thought is we're going to donate it to some sort of Ukrainian cause that's very close to our heart. Our fulfillment manager is from Ukraine. A lot of my wife's family is from Ukraine, so we're doing that. That's what this is happening now, and now I don't feel bad. Screw it. We're donating every single dollar. Not even the overage. It's all of it, okay? So now I have nothing on my conscience, and we're just doing straight up auctions all night long. How's that? How's that? Okay, now I can feel a little... This is a little more fun now, okay? Clap. It's probably not what that meant, but I did it anyway. Okay, let's see if I can find something good way down in the bottom. Okay. Let's get something way down here. Okay, this is pretty good. This is some old school right here. This is old school. This cap is from 2018. Okay? This is from 2018. Sorry. Bags. Okay, people. 2018 original Modern Dolce cap. This is not from Moto 2. This is from the OG. In my opinion, one of the best. Here you go, Twitch, if you want to see it. One of my favorite metal caps. The red with the gray box. I need a little thingy to set these on, I feel like. A little stand. Oh, I have a stand. Heck yes. You got a peek at the Grandma 3000. This is actually brand new. This was actually what I was going to attempt to stream on WhatNot with, but it was slightly crooked. But now we have this little thingy here. I don't know how many caps of each I have because they're just completely randomly put. Okay, that straight up fell through the hole. Okay, that just happened. There we go. I promise it's not damaged. How's that? That seems kind of cool, right? That's pretty cool. Okay, we'll leave it there for the entirety of the thing. Once again, I'm going to keep... This is the last time I'm going to apologize. I'm sorry I have to keep doing this. Next time, I will know to sit here and just individually create a ton of listings beforehand so that we don't have to keep doing this. Because this is very annoying to me as well. Okay, we got confirm. I could possibly sit here and chat with people while I sit here and create a bunch, but I don't want to like waste y'all's time. So we're about to hit start auction here. I believe this was a really long time ago, but I'm pretty sure it was around $38 or $40. But like we said, we're donating everything, so have at it. And we're doing sudden death now. So sudden death. Oh, just kidding. We haven't been doing sudden death. I didn't check it. Earlier when I said that I checked it, I didn't check it. Update stream title to charity event for more exposure. Do I have any of my mods in here? What's up, Chris? I didn't tell them it was happening. I don't expect them to be in here, but if they are in here, are they allowed? Okay, we're starting the auction, by the way, while I'm talking, and we're going. How are y'all bidding before it's even starting? Sheesh, people. Okay, this is what happens. Y'all are the best. Okay, let me try to see if I can update the stream name while we're at it. No, Night Owls, there's not, as far as I can tell, there's not an option to just like duplicate or list another. It's kind of annoying.
Y'all have not heard about this game. It is...
Okay, let me see here. Stream manager. Where is the... 8 seconds left, $112. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. I'm trying to figure out how to change the name of the stream, but as I know. Dave Gamori, you're the best. $112. For anybody that has joined, this is kind of turned into a charity stream because the auctions were going way too high for what they were worth. So we basically just decided to turn this into a Ukraine charity stream, which I don't think that I can change the name of this stream on WhatNot. No, I can't. So I know I'm a lot slower than most other WhatNot sellers, so I don't know if anybody here is used to that. So I apologize. Once again, this is our first time just playing around. But 100 plus. That was Dave coming in clutch, starting out the donations. I will obviously post our payment receipt. Like I said, we have a lot of Ukrainian friends and family members, so we had already been discussing with them kind of places, the best places to donate. So we will make sure that they will know better than anyone where to donate because they're from there. Okay, let's go next. Impetus. Actually, every single dollar is going to be donated. Originally, we were going to do above MSRP, but that requires math, so we're not doing that. And like I said, these were just sitting in a closet anyway. They were never going to be sold to begin with, so this is just a cool way. So here's our next up. Start bundling these together. Oh, I mean, we're not going to sell every single one tonight. No worries there. This is a bucket for us to just have fun in the continued future. So I'm not going to sit here and go one by one to like 300 different caps. What's your shampoo, Chris? Oh, you're growing your hair out? Heck yeah. So I always get this wrong. It's Redken. Sorry, WhatNot. I know that this is a Terra cap. These are probably one of the rarest ones because this set didn't really sell this many. But this is a Terra. I don't think there's too terribly many of these in the box. So this is what's going to be next. Let me try this other button. Quick add is a lie because it's not quick. There's a button that says quick add. Still makes me type everything in. You'd think that I'd be able to like add a product to my profile and then just continuously hit the same product, but unless I'm missing something. Okay, I'm going to start this instantly. I think. Did I just do buy now? No, I did product. Okay, start auction. 1 minute. No sudden death. Okay. Oh, we getting some problems? Having some problems with the stream? Oh, yes, Chris. What's up, JR? Chris, I use Redken shampoo and conditioner. I believe it's the white conditioner and the gold shampoo. It could be the other way around. Which stream, James and Sikatori? The WhatNot stream or the Twitch stream? Oh, they said just to refresh. So try refreshing, everyone. $96. Y'all are very generous people. Very generous. Whew, this is a lot. My ADD is like going crazy right now. Yeah, I could use a giveaway system for raffle, but we just wanted to try WhatNot because we thought it was like a cool. Congratulations, Drummer, by the way. We thought it was just like a cool new interactive platform that we wanted to try. We definitely could just give stuff away. We're also giving stuff away on WhatNot. So at the end of the stream, we're going to be doing a giveaway on WhatNot. We're also going to be doing a giveaway on Twitch for something that I haven't quite decided yet. Thank you, Drummer X. I don't know what is happening over here to the stream. It looks fine on my screen. Kodath, can you auction a Bower? So that's oh, not the auction part, but that was basically our original thought when considering WhatNot. Is we thought it would be a fun way to sell the remaining Bowers that were unpaid. Oh, web version. I'm pretty sure that's in beta. That's probably what's going on. So we'll probably have Bowers on here eventually. Whether we're going to auction them, I don't know. Because that will for sure go like light years above MSRP. And I do not want anyone to get the wrong idea that we are trying to flip our own products. Even though, like, technically, if people are willing to pay it, that's what it's worth. But, you know, I'm not here to do that. Okay, I feel like, yeah, y'all are right. I'm going a little slow. We're gonna pick it up. We're getting a little better at this. Yeah, reselling your own product, crazy, right? So this one, I think people are gonna be kind of excited about. This one might bring in the bucks. So we're gonna show WhatNot first. This is from Botanical Round 1. Yeah, Botanical Round 1. There you go. Botanical Round 1. We're gonna set him here in his little seat. $1 million. Woo! Okay, so we're gonna do this auction again. Gosh. Rama. 1 unit. Confirm. Start auction. Okay, yeah, we're going a little faster here. So we're getting the hang of this. Sheesh, look at that. Look at that. That sucker's going up. Okay. Y'all are legit, okay? 161 going to charity, by the way. Anybody that just joined, every dollar that is spent today will be going straight to an undecided charity of some sort to help out people in Ukraine. 161. Sheesh. We got there's a couple more botanicals, but I'm pretty sure there's not like an insane amount of them. I wish there was a way for me to like show both of these at the same time. That's a little better for Twitch, right? Whew. This is a lot on an ADD brain, just constantly. I hope I'm doing okay and everyone is not too frustrated or anything. Congrats, Teal Coffee Bean. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh. Put this back in your bag. This one, for some reason, has a big bag. I don't know why. Take your guy off here. I could set the timer for 30 seconds. Y'all think I should set it for a little bit shorter? It does seem like it hits its max bid at like 30 seconds. So that's a good idea. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that. Okay. Let's shuffle around in here a little bit. I want to get some variety going. I don't want it to just be the same ones over and over again, you know? Spaceman, I don't know how. Amateur streamer here. And I couldn't find it. I was in my Twitch dashboard and I could not find it. Sorry, you might have to do a few duplicates here, which I guess is okay because I'm sure people are okay with duplicates. Just trying to get a little bit of everything we have here. I'll try changing the title on Twitch once I start this one. So we got another Pono Kitty. Another Pono Kitty. Another Pono Kitty. There we go. My wife is out of town, or this would have been really good time. She could be over here like grinding out, adding these things. Okay, I'm going to try to start. I don't like this pre-bid thing. I need to figure out how to turn that off. I don't like that. But I guess if it's going for charity, it's okay. 45 seconds, or should we do 30 seconds? We're going to start at 45, see how that goes, and then if we don't need that much time, we'll bump it down to 30. So we got another Pono cap. How much to ship to Australia? That's something a little weird with WhatNot. So when we use WhatNot, we have to use their shipping. We are not allowed to use our own system. So I'm going to be legit figuring that out when this is over to see how it actually works. The last time your wife was out of town, you tried Clubhouse and we chatted on there for like 4 hours. Yeah, I guess when she's not around, I just get lonely, you know. I find hundreds of people on the internet to talk to instead, just to fill the void. So you're bidding on this. This is a aluminum keycap. Goes on Cherry MX switches. It is CNC, the face of a little kitty. Come on, camera. And it has some enamel fill for the eyeballs, nose, ears. Yeah, this is an iPhone. Sorry about that. It just kind of does what it wants to do. Here, I can just move this closer for y'all. Maybe that'll be a little better. Sorry, Twitch. People that are spending the money are more important. My new username is JZ73 Dollars. Thank you so much. You get to see my horrible handwriting on here. Whoop. No, these prices don't include shipping. I'm pretty sure that domestic shipping is $3.50 for your first item, and then if you continue to purchase more items, it's $1 per item. But I'm not like 100% sure on that, but I believe that is what it is. So it's not anything terribly bad. Okay, we're doing another silicone cap because they just keep showing up when I pull out. There's a lot of these in there. No shame if nobody wants it. We'll actually pull it out this time. So these are a little weird. This was definitely an experimental thing. These will get a little sticky when you're using your switch because it's literally rubber rubbing up against plastic. A little bit of lube in there fixes it up just right. Obviously, bid what you're willing to pay. Splendid. This was kind of like an on-the-spot thing, so we don't actually know what charity it's going to, but like I said, our fulfillment manager is from Ukraine. He was born there. All of his family we're great friends with, and then my wife has many adopted siblings from Ukraine. So we have plenty of people from Ukraine to help us make sure that we're giving this money to the right place. And we'll make sure that everyone knows what happens with it when it happens. I was not paying attention if we needed the full 45 seconds, so I'm moving this to 30 seconds to get this moving. Shipping is $3.50 according to Teal Coffee Bean. Thank you for the confirmation. I am tragic. No, you cannot bid in Twitch. You have to bid on WhatNot. So I can't decide if I should continue to do. I'm going to do both streams at the same time until we hit affiliate. Because we're allowed to. Once we hit affiliate, we're not allowed to do this anymore. So we'll just do it while we can. And then after that, WhatNot. If we continue to do WhatNot, it may be something that novelty rubs off and nobody cares anymore, which is fine. But we'll do it until people don't care anymore. And then, but you join the other stream, PokeBrit. You can either go to whatnot.com, which a lot of people have said you shouldn't do because it's glitchy. You can download the WhatNot app, and then you can just search our name up, which you will see show up right here. It's just OmniType. Or you can go to our Instagram story. Congrats. It's fun to ride bikes. And click on the stream. Fun to ride bikes. There we go. Yeah, I believe the website just like is in beta or something, like it just launched. So I don't think it's too great. Let me go ahead and add this. Quick add. Rama. All right. What shall we pull out? We got another silicone cap. Is that okay? Yeah, okay, we're just going to do them as we pull them so that we can get more of these going. But these are, every single one of these is 100% unique in their pattern because it was completely random in how the color was injected into the mold. You can see this one has a little more black on that side. It has a cool little marbling. So that one's pretty cool. Pull out a cactus. So we don't have any of the cacti pillow snatcher because those have not arrived yet. The botanical cat from earlier was from round 1 in 2020. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be trying to figure out how to change the stream name. Can anyone give me like 100 streaming tools? Like actual manage stream. There it is. Found the button. There's no name. Edit stream info. Got it. Okay. We got, what should we name this? Ukraine Charity Stream, which is, it's technically not on Twitch. I don't know if that's a little misleading. I think I'm going to leave it, actually, because there's not actually any charity thingies happening on this stream, so I don't want to be, like, misleading, you know what I mean? Congrats. Name that I cannot say because there's not a single vowel in it. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your donation. Put that in there for you. Next up. How many have we done so far? I feel like we've done like 10 or 15 maybe. I can't my phone remember this word. Confirm, start. Bam. Okay. Oh, sorry people. This is what we're doing. Sorry, I started it before we started. It's another one. Got ahead of myself. Y'all are just bidding before you even know what you're getting. Y'all are a little too nice over here. Y'all are buying. You literally don't even know what you're buying. Okay, so this is another silicone. Sorry, this is not a processor. It's a little more teal. The back of it's pretty cool. Here, I'll let Twitch see it a little bit. Yeah, these people are charitable. People on WhatNot. Good people over here. I'm from Twitch. Nice username. Yeah, so I'm leaving the stream name on Twitch just because I don't want to be like misleading, seeing that no technically charitable thingies are happening on this stream. The Moto Silicone. These are the Moto Silicone ones, by the way. That's what these are. I don't know if I actually specified that that's what these are. These are from Moto 2. Congrats, Joseph. Also, like, it's official that I am, like, nowhere close to keeping up with everything that's happening. There's been so many followers that I appreciate. Potato, Jaeger, Mark Smello, Good Bay, Pokebrit, Deeds, Yeti Cables. Thank y'all for the follows. ADD, you know, so it's kind of hard to keep up with the 47,000 thingies. So we're actually going to show the cap this time before we start it. Y'all are great people, but I don't want to do that to y'all again. And I don't want another silicone cap again. Okay. Here we go. I believe I don't know if we've done this one yet or not. This is which chat's going to have to possibly correct me because we've done a few of these. Okay, this is Moto Light. This is the Moto Light. Gray with red fill. Here we go, chat. This is one of my favorites. The Moto ones have just always been some of my favorite caps, like, of all time. Oh, I feel like somebody earlier asked what this was, I saw. Yeah, it is a little bit pink. It's Moto Light, so it's got a little bit of a pink hue to it. Yeah, I guess it is there's a comparison to the pink pads. So, but this is technically a phone stand that has a spot for like a MagSafe charger, so that it can charge and like the magnet holds it up. It's pretty cool. The only problem was that I guess because it's injection molded, it was slightly warped, and like when the phone was sitting on it, the shot on the table was ever so slightly like crooked because it's like slightly warped. So I was like, I can't use this. My whole stream's gonna be like slightly crooked. Okay, auction started after you can see what you are. This is 30 seconds from now on. No Finer Things. We did not sell that product. I don't remember who did, but that was not us. Acers, you love your 8008 silicone, so I'm hyped to see this Moto one looks when you get it. Yeah, we actually have Minimal is the very last set that will have the silicone caps. They were the last ones we did. So I assume we'll have some of those making its way into this kind of thing. Deeds. You cannot bid on Twitch. You'll have to bid on the WhatNot app. Technically, it's not winning, but I guess it's winning. You're still paying money. $86. Sheesh. I always feel really stupid when I say that because it's like what 14-year-olds say, but it's so freaking fun. You know? You just gotta embrace it. Another sell. Congrats. Thank you so much. $86. That's pretty insane. Hopefully, like, I know there's some weird stuff with charitable things that you have to, there's like some rules. I don't think this breaks any rules because it's just all going, but I hope it's not. Dang, we're only at 12. Sorry this is taking so long. This would be way faster if I would have made all of these to begin with. But this is still a test stream, even though I heard someone earlier say they wanted another silicone cap, so we're going to do another one. Here's this one's pretty cool. This one's a good bit different than the other ones. It's got like a nice light gray, feathery look to it. Here you go, Twitch. This one's pretty cool. Wait, so Garrett, are you saying all MSRPs are $1 for the charity? I guess so. I don't know if you were like leading into saying that. Yes, I guess so. Every dollar that is spent here today, besides shipping, because we will have to literally ship the cap, will be going to charity. And start. I really wish I could do an auctioneer voice. I'm not even gonna like joke about it because it would be very bad. ROM a lot and list all 100 at once. I mean, Ali, can you do that, or is that just gonna sell all 100 to one person? Ah, we're gonna try it with 2. Dragon, you might have just come in crazy clutch right now, if that's the case. Oh, take the extra time off. Yeah, you're right. I now understand what you're saying, Sub-Zero. Sorry, I misunderstood the first time. Definitely going to put it at... Actually, the sudden death makes the price keep going up, which is good for our cause. So, I feel like we should leave it. Right? Right? I mean, the more money that goes to the cause, the better, I would assume. Yeah, protects against snipers who jump in at 1 second left. Okay. Okay, I think Dragon might have saved the night for all of us by saying that I can put 100, which I'm not going to do 100. We'll do like 10 or 15 at a time because I don't actually know. We've been going for an hour already. So the Rama caps will be on the WhatNot app. Yes, they will, Neely. Any full keycap set or desk pads? I don't know if tonight we're going to do that because this is just kind of a test. We're just doing some Rama caps. But definitely in the future. Okay, people, we're about to test out Dragon's theory here, that I can put a larger total in this field and it will let me sell them one at a time. Okay, I'm going to try it on 2 in case it doesn't work. Not that I don't trust you, but I would hate to put 100 and then someone buy 100 caps. Because then we would have to go home, you know? Okay, so... Oh! He's so right. It just split them. You are my hero. You are my hero. We now... I don't have to do this every time. Yes! Everyone... Give us some clapping or some sort of celebration to Dragon and chat for figuring this out. That was clutch. I didn't have the guts to do it. Give him a cap? Should we give him a cap or give him a clap? Give him a clap and a crap. And what about a crap? You give him a crap? A cap. A cap. Okay. Okay. I think we could probably do that. Oh, once again, I didn't even show what y'all are bidding on, you crazy people. This one's gotten up to 47. Here we go. Sorry. Y'all are insane. Why are people bidding on things? If I haven't showed the cap, this is going to be a Modern Dolch Light, by the way. If I haven't showed the cap, why are you bidding? Y'all are just too nice. I'm just going to chalk it up to charitable people. Same one we've done before. We got a Moto Light gray with pink. Okay, we're gonna get Dragon something for helping us out here. We would already be freaking 30 in right now if we knew that before. I'm gonna have to do it one more time because I only put 2. Do one without showing the cap. Is that what y'all want to try? Some of those completely blind. You don't even know what you're gonna get. That does seem fun. I just wrote the E first if anybody saw that. Yeah, we're gonna do some blind. That seems kind of fun. But I'm a little nervous. Just a disclaimer. There is a pretty decent chance that you're gonna get a silicone cap because there's a lot of them in there. So if everyone's okay with the possibility of getting one of those when you spent like 80 bucks, just want y'all to know before. Luck of the draw. Okay. So I'm going to do... Yeah, okay. We're going to do this blind. Okay, everybody? Completely blind. We're not going to show anything. I'm going to do this, actually. This is what we're going to do. I'm not going to pull it after the fact. I'm going to pull it now, and I'm going to put it over here without it showing. Okay? Okay, can't do that because it has a see-through back. I'm sorry. We're starting. 30 seconds. Completely. This is what it is. There's a little peek of the packaging. Y'all are crazy. This is not what I envisioned this stream becoming. But I'm very glad it did, because this is way more fun than what I was expecting. So how do y'all... Oh, shoot. So how do y'all... We got it $75 right now if anybody's only in Twitch chat. Completely blind. Went for $75. Flazion. I have it in my lap. I already pulled it before. And here we go. You got a new data cap. The first one. Luck of the draw. First one that we pulled. First one out of the box. And I'm pretty sure there's legit less than 5 of these in that box. So, solid. Do you want me to pull it out, or are you okay just taking it with the bag? I can pull it out and show it if you want. Here, we'll pull it out since we haven't seen this one yet. Redacted Ramas. Wait, didn't we do redacted? Oh, we haven't shipped it yet. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, we're not doing any that haven't shipped yet. Here, I'll let you see it there. Flazion has the whatever you call it symbol. There you go. Twitch, if you want to see this. This is a pretty cool cap. I'm not like a huge fan of green, but like I feel like the graphic on it goes with what it is, and it could kind of work on like a neutral set. Like this could look pretty cool on like redacted. It might even work with redacted. Nuke data came out way better than I expected it to. Not that I thought it was going to be ugly, but like I'm not a huge fan of green, but the green just once I saw it in person was like people are going to be pissed they didn't get this. Okay, so now I'm going to go through, what time is it? My iPad is dying. Okay, let's see here. I might have to, I gotta make sure that this iPad doesn't die because that's how we're doing everything. So let me plug this in real quick. Sorry. Sheesh. Where's my charging port? Dang, this little stand I got is legit. It's charging an iPad and an iPhone at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Here. Okay, we're going to do this real quick. Quick ad. So how many more should we do? How many more? I mean, I haven't got anywhere to go because my wife is not here. So if I go home, I'm just going to sleep. So we can chill for as long as anybody wants to chill for. I fed the dogs. I let them out. Okay, so I'm just going to start with 20 because that's probably another hour. Probably less because I'm not going to have to sit here and do this every time. Okay, let me before I do this, sorry for taking this long. I want to see where's Dragon? Is Dragon still in chat? Is there a way for me to turn off the pre-bids? I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal because it's for charity, but no, sorry. Okay. It's okay. We're learning as we go. Okay, we'll do some. We're gonna have a little bit of. I'm gonna do a little bit of work here on the product since I can do a ton. I'm actually gonna type in the description what we're doing here. All 100% of funds going to Ukraine relief. Is that okay? Is that a correct way to say this? I don't have my wife who helps me word things. I'm not a good wordsmith, so I'm defaulting to everyone else here. We'll do 25. Sorry, WhatNot chat. I can't see you while I'm doing this. Okay, confirm. Bam, 25. We're doing another blind. Everybody want to do another blind? Another blind, another blind. No, do it. Yes, sure. We'll alternate. How about that? We'll go back and forth because I know some people don't want to. I don't want to leave some people out. Let me start this auction real quick. Take a Russo. 100% HM trophy. Every dollar that brings it in, that we bring in. Oh, shoot. Okay, this is a Moto 2. Come on, phone. Focus. There we go. Twitch Moto 2. In my opinion, the greatest metal artisan cap ever made. I'm a little biased because I came up with it, but it's okay. Starting the auction. Here we go. 30 seconds. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. These slab holders are called graded guard. We're actually going to be stocking these soon. We're gonna have some cool stuff going. We've been talking to the graded guard guys for a while. Are the grays different on Moto and Moto Light Artisans? They're basically the same. I mean, gray anodizing changes so much between anodizing baths that it's hard to do very small intervals. So they're basically the same for all intents and purposes. Are any giveaways happening? Sorry if it's already answering. Yes, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end for an unknown item. I guess I should decide that. It's probably annoying. Y'all not knowing what we're giving away. We're doing a giveaway on Twitch. We're doing a giveaway on WhatNot. You have to be in both chats to do them. They will be done separately. Super Monkey again. Maniac over here. Charitable maniac, might add. I'm pretty sure you were the very first one. Before he knew that it was for charity. So, we won't hold that against you. Did this one not have a bag? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we won't hold that against you because there's no way to know. We didn't even know. But we're glad you came back when you did know and proved yourself. And you're now number 1 because you got 2. So I don't think I have any 8s or 8 ones in here. I'm trying to remember. I think I do have some, but they're not around here. I'll have to find them and do it. We'll probably do another one. How do you find me on WhatNot? You should just be able to search for Omnitype. Okay, so I think someone else said that the blind weren't getting as high of totals, which is not what we want. We want things to be as high as possible for the charitable donations. Even though it is kind of fun, we want to maximize our giving here. So we're going to show these. Maybe we'll do a blind every now and then. At least to have a little entertainment here. So we got another nuke data. So I say data everywhere on Earth except when I'm talking about the key set. For some reason, my brain says data, and I can't stop it. Can we keep in packaging? You don't want me to pull it out? Well, then I can't set it on the little stand here, you know? I'm secretly British. Is that a joke about my southern accent? Because I have heard that southern accents sound slightly British. Okay, so auction started. Nuke data. There a link to WhatNot in the about. I don't know if that's a question or a statement. But it's basically just an app. You just go to your friendly neighborhood app store, type in WhatNot, and hit the download button. Data here in UK. Oh, I've always said data. See, if you've ever heard that someone with I don't think I have like a really thick southern accent, but when you have people that have like the really thick ones, congratulations, Scorpion 101, it will start like crossing back over into a British accent. It's like British is here, and then you went to like American accent, but then southern starts coming all the way back around. It's pretty hilarious. So I'm also really hoping that when I end this, that me just writing the names of these is actually going to it's going to show me your username. Because if it doesn't show me your username, it's going to be bad. Okay. "13 messages were deleted." Sorry, Dragon. I don't know why Nightbot is So we're going to do a blind one here. Just for fun. We're going to keep it entertaining. So we're going to start a blind auction here. You're not going to see which cap it is. What's the PSA guards called again? They're called graded guard. Like I said, we are going to have some in stock in the near future. We are going to be partnering with them. Possibly doing some custom colors for our store that could or could not be related to certain colors that we are known for with certain things that we've been involved in, if you catch my drift. 91 on the blind. Okay, we're proving people wrong here that we don't need to see which cap it is, which I've already got the cap in my hand, so I'm not swapping anything. It's right here. It's been in my hand the whole time. VTech. VTech. Okay. Okay, I don't understand. I don't know if he wants me to tell you, but I'm pretty freaking sure. Yes, that's who it is. VTech is our fulfillment manager, who's from Ukraine. Straight up coming in here, which I probably would have just given him one of these, seeing that they were just sitting in a closet. Which I guess I don't have to ship it to you. Just hand it to you tomorrow when you get here. VTech. That's legit. Which I guess I shouldn't say thank you to you, but thank you for... Thank you. Show the cap. I already did show the cap. I believe that's Moto Light. Here, VTech, I'm putting yours over here. So when you get here tomorrow, it's going to be over here in front of the computer. He even did the blind one. That's a true G. Okay, we're going to show this one. We got another silicone. Another silicone cap. What happened to Dragon? Did he get... Oh, you got only 5 seconds. Okay. Sorry, Nightbot's getting a little... So we got a pretty unique silicone cap here. This one's like almost all gray with a cool like splattery look. I need some better lighting like up here. I feel like when I hold things up for the camera, it gets too dark. Okay, starting 3, 2, 1, go. That's a good idea. Write the listing number. I'm going to start doing that from now on so that if I'm screwed up, it's only like 20 that are screwed up. So we'll go ahead and do cap number 4, even though it's actually like 24. Dragon seems like a pro at this. I feel like I dropped the Ziploc again. Oh, his silicone didn't have a... Where are we located? We're in Huntsville, Alabama. North Alabama. Joseph Go over here. Win it again. You going for a second, I believe. Going once, going twice. Joseph Go. Thanks so much. Cap number 4. I guess I'm going to have to start making sure I look and combine some of y'all's together. Thanks for all the follows. Let me catch up. Try to catch up a little bit. Killer Rack, Disgraceful Asian. Masahito, Tins Typos, Nardog. Thank y'all for the follows. Oh, what's up, Gondo? I see you. They work with WhatNot. Really? This all makes sense. Is this serious? This is all making sense now. This is all making sense. Okay, we're showing another one here. We'll do like a blind one like every 2 or 3. Keep it interesting. Oh, sorry, I missed it. I got a lot of chats going through. Sorry about that. How ironic is it that they're in the Twitch chat? Okay, here we got another brass. This is only our second brass that we've done, so these are definitely the most expensive ones that we have in the box. Pretty hefty. Okay, we got cap number 5. I'm not auctioning Bauer lights because they're prototypes. And I need them because it has the progression of the design and everything. I can't give those away. I can give samples away once they come off of the molds, but the actual prototypes I need just if I ever need to go back. What's that keycap set? This is GMK Redacted, which was a set that I designed, I feel like in 2019. But it just arrived. We'll begin shipping it soon. But yeah, it's just called Redacted. Which we got a few more seconds here. So it has like certain legends redacted off, kind of like the FBI or CIA, whatever government agency does this. We're at 113 right now. JR, I know you've been talking about Redacted for so long. I can't wait for you to get it. I'm pretty sure that you've talked about it more than anyone I've seen. So I'm very happy for you. I think you're going to like it a lot. I was nervous about how it would come out, but I'm like really happy about it. I do have Moto 2 behind me. I kind of feel like WhatNot, I need to continue. I feel like WhatNot is an app that, like, if you stop doing things, people are like, what am I doing here? So I feel like we'll probably close WhatNot and hang out a little bit on here afterwards on Twitch. So we can show off some stuff like that. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. This is a great cap. Great cap. Rose gold. Brass. VTech knows what's up. Always extras. Except sometimes there's not extra international / Nord kits. That's not always a guarantee, but everything else is a guarantee. Okay, I think it's time for a blind. What do y'all think? I think it's time for a blind. Okay, we got a blind. We're doing a blind here. I've pulled one out. It's under the table. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. 30 seconds. Cap number 6. How many Bauer tours will be on auction for WhatNot stream? I don't remember how many there are. They're all, there's a stack of them out there. I've actually been, admittedly, a few people have some cool Pokemon collections that I'm possibly trading some Bauers for. Just heads up. Anybody that has vintage Pokemon cards, there's a possibility. If you have a good amount, this is not a guarantee, so I don't want like a ton of PMs. I don't want PMs for like modern cards. I'm talking like base set through like Neo Revelation, maybe EX. Okay, don't go crazy on me here. What do we end up at? 85. You just gotta steal, my friend. At least based off of what's been going on here. So we got the black bag. Does anybody remember what the black square bag was? We got the botanical, the white. We got a white botanical. It's the first one. I'm going to take this out since we haven't seen this one. Oh, everybody's upset they didn't keep going now. There are a few botanicals in here. You never know. That's why I didn't show the bag, because it was bigger. This is an E white, so it's not anodized. All white, green leaf. This is one of the best caps ever. Yeah, Night Owl. Round 1, there was a white. Congratulations, Brendan, by the way. I don't even know why there was a white. I would talk to Hazzy about it like when we started doing round 2. I don't even think he realized it, but I was like, why was there a white cap? Because there were no like white accents. It's the alpha color. Very rarely do you have like an accent that's the same color as the alpha. To me, it's kind of weird that you would have a mod that's the color of an alpha. Congrats. How many Draculas and dual shots do you have? We don't have any of these caps, if that's what you're talking about. B. Shindy. Okay, we're going to go back to a non-blind. Okay, we haven't seen one of these in a while. We got a Pono Kitty again. Another Pono Kitty. Oh, you had to go to the mechanical keyboard section on PC. Yeah, I think... Is it okay if I said it like this? Yep, just kidding. The stand said no. No Dracula Ramas. That's a good point. I feel like there should be some in here. Huh. While this raffle's happening, I'm going to go look. I might have just had them in the box that are separate from all the other ones and didn't see them earlier. See ya, Teal Coffee Bean. Thanks for your winning bid. May see you again next time. I'm going to go look for some Dracula ones. Pretty sure we had some. Coming back. Okay, who we got here? $70. Joseph, go, man. You the goat. You the goat. Okay, let me get this. Let me get this written down. Okay, we got cap number 7. Is this number 3? Is this number 3? I think it is. No red line because red line is not shipped. I guess we'll maybe this is just what we do with the extras for those going forward. Okay, so I did have some Draculas. I obviously, maybe not obviously, but I like to keep a handful of every design we've ever done just because I hate going down to 0 of anything. I want like a full catalog of everything we've sold. So I had a very small amount of Draculas left. Less than I wanted to keep. But because this is a charitable event, I pulled one of each out. Okay. So we got one of each of Draculas. I don't know if this should be like how we end the stream. Maybe this should be the last 2. You think? I feel like these are the ones that everybody might want, and there's only one of each. So I think we might do these at the end. It could technically be the giveaway. Maybe that's what this is. But we'll see when we get there. You could see. I feel like these might get us some big bucks for charitable donations, so I don't necessarily want to give that up by giving them away. Oh, I don't think we've had this one yet. I don't think we've had this one. So this, oh, this one's sick. This is Moto Light, but it's the full monochromatic one, gray on gray, which is pretty sweet. The gray on gray. This is Stealth right here. Let me set here on his pedestal. Is this in focus, whatnot? I'm sorry if this has been blurry the whole time. I can't really see the screen. Okay, cat number 8. Auction start now. now. Number 8. Ooh, the 81. That went quick. Woo. Yo, what's that keyboard case? This is Bauer Light 3D printed prototype. Show this off for a little bit. This is not wireless charging. Everyone keeps asking. That's not what that is, unfortunately. Not yet. Not yet. $101. Heck yeah. Sorry if I was covering that. Yeah, this is a nice little aesthetic we got going here. This gray cap on this gray stand. People have too much disposable income. That is a true statement, but in this instance, it's okay. Otherwise, yes, you are correct. But for being 100% honest, the entire mechanical keyboard hobby is just disposable income. That's what it is. I hope you're not spending your non-disposable income on mechanical keyboards. What is the color code of the gray on redacted? So the base gray is 2M. The legends are N9. By the way, congrats brain cavity. And then the redactions is... It just slipped my mind. It's the black. And also, if anybody's wondering how white redacted is not, that's the difference. Redacted is a light gray. Okay, let's go again. $45. Sheesh. Amarino, obviously if you need to cancel, that's okay. No one's going to judge you. So I believe there's something to do in the app if that's what you need to do. Get another Pono Kitty. Auction starting now. It's pretty fun. I'm having pretty fun. I'm having pretty fun. Yeah, Hebe is who we've been partnering with lately. One of our good friends. And I've been trying to convince her to come out with some sort of product. And if anybody tries to take this idea, it wasn't theirs because I said this at the beginning. That Hebe needs to come out with maybe a macro pad that's called the Heebie-Jeebie. Even though I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Hibby, but, you know, Heebie-Jeebie. I mean, you can't beat a name. You can't beat the name Heebie-Jeebie. The Heebie-Jeebie. The Heebie-Jeebie. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it in that way. So technically, every group buy by Hebe is a Heebie-Jeebie. Shindy got me on that one. The real Keeb, hitting that one for 70. I almost just wrote the total for some reason. Give me the heebie-jeebies. I've told Kate this many times, and she just laughed. I think it's a great idea. Sorry, Heffy. If it makes you feel any better, every dollar spent here is going to charitable causes to help out Ukraine, if that makes the losses not as bad. May not, but, you know. I can't believe we got this many people on WhatNot. I thought there were going to be like 2 people on here. I don't think I've ever even, like, I sit around in WhatNot a lot personally on Pokemon streams. I don't think I've ever seen, if there's actually 180 people in here. Oh, there's not. There's 50. Okay. My iPad's just delayed. Makes a little more sense now. In-stock boards for the win. Soon. TM. Okay, we got another Moto 2. The OG Moto 2. This is exactly the same as the original Moto. We just made it a second time. Before that wasn't allowed. There's for anybody in Twitch chat that wasn't here. MSV. So on Twitch, we're just hanging out. And if you actually want to participate in the purchasing / donations, you're going to download the WhatNot app to join in those festivities. Auction starting. Well, minimal orders with Rama Cap single ownership. There's no like real answer. We really just we ship things in the most efficient way possible. So there's no like exact order that we do everything exactly the same every time. Casualty. Sorry, Garrett, need to cancel. WhatNot charging me $70 to ship. That's fine. I think there's some sort of workflow that you can do in the WhatNot app to request a cancellation. I was reading something about it on their website that should allow me to do that on the app. I'll check all the cancellation requests before we do anything, and it should refund you. Congrats, Hacky LR 91. These y'all are still killing it. These prices are not dropping. What was the inspiration behind the Moto 2 Rama? Okay, I guess I kind of forgot that a lot of people may not act. I'm sure a ton of people don't actually know even the inspiration behind Modern Dolch to begin with. So Modern Dolch, I actually have a board, but it's in my office. So the Dolch was a company. They made computers. There was, in their colorway was the dark gray mods with the light gray alphas with the white legends with the teal cyan enter. And the logo of their company was a square with a small square in the bottom right corner. So this was kind of like it was taking inspiration from the logo of that company that no longer exists anymore. But that was kind of my idea for that cap. It was just, and even if you don't know what it is, it still just looks nice and clean. Okay, we got another silicone one. You haven't seen one of those in a while. Thanks, A. Gamble. Wait, is it Alex Gamble? Is that the Alex Gamble? We got another silicone with a nice, unique pattern there. If anybody up here wants to see it. That's my favorite thing about the silicone caps, is that they're all 100% unique. What is up, bro? All these people that I know getting in the chat putting the pressure on me. I'm not going to let it get to me. It's good to see you, man. Thanks. We're just hanging out here together. Here, I need to click that button. Crap, how do I close this? There we go. There we go. $57. Okay, that's very generous for this cap. Thank you, Mordecai. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, if Dragon's still here. Bad Seed Tech. Oh my gosh. The pressure is at an insurmountable level. We got Bad Seed Tech in the chat. Yes, that Bad Seed Tech. What is up, man? I feel like we haven't chatted in a while. Hope you're doing okay. I feel like we need to VIP Bad Seed Tech up in here. I'm new, so I'm just like handing out VIPs. I'll probably have to take half of them away when I give too many. Okay, we're getting a good variety here just on the random pulls. We got another nuke data. Yeah, Bad Seed, if you want to partake in the charitable bids here on these caps, you go over to the WhatNot app. Every dollar that is used to purchase these will be donated to charitable proceeds for Ukraine. Here's what we've got. WhatNot. Another nuke data. You were gonna pay $80 for nuke data on Mech Market the other day. I'm so glad that it's been in here. Me too. Just to confirm for everyone, shipping is in fact $350 if you're domestic. Yes, that is correct. International, I think, is where it gets fishy. So if you're international, to think a little bit about it, it seems like it's pretty expensive. But yes, Ian of Earth going ham up in here. Bauer Light drink koozie. I don't have any here. We do have a ton. Dang, maybe is anybody interested in those? They're not worth anything. But are they even on the site? Does anyone know? I don't even know if the Bauer Light koozies are on the site. Maybe they are. If they are, I won't mess with them. Thank you, my username is Jay-Z. I'm pretty sure that's your second one. Maybe. I would have to get up and walk all the way in there to the other side of the building. And I don't want to leave y'all hanging here just staring at Grandma 3000. I know y'all don't want to stare at Grandma 3000. I feel like this Grandma 3000 has now become a thing where I'm not like allowed to get rid of the chair. And I feel like I could have come up with a better name. They're still on the site, so I can't grab them because I'll screw up our inventory. Sorry. But if you do want one, they're only $4 on the website. Do we want to do a blind one? I think we haven't done a blind one in a while. We're going to do a blind one. Which is number 13. Crap, I may have showed it. It's okay. Blind. I feel like 30 seconds is so short that I can't actually fill the time with anything. Here's my Charizard. PSA 1. Scuffed City. Look at that. Look at those scratches. These lights are putting horrible glare. That sucker is wrecked. You want to see another one? Look at this guy. This guy is even more wrecked. That's true love on a Pokemon card right there. This was in a kid's pocket on his way to school. 101. Sheesh. Sorry, everyone. I just did that. Okay, Halsby, you ready to see what you won? You have won a Pono Kitty. It was not a silicone. We have yet to have that happen. Pono Kitty, I'm not going to open it because we've seen this one plenty of times unless Halsby needs me to open it. If you didn't see it before. What are we doing here? So we are in Twitch. We're just hanging out. We're in the WhatNot app, if you never heard of that. We are just going through a bunch of our old Rama caps that have been sitting in a closet for years, and we're auctioning them off for charity for Ukraine. So 100% of proceeds are going to the charities. I guess we could possibly go to charities. I guess there's no reason to go to one. Just depends on how much we pull in here. Ooh, I hadn't seen one of these in a while. We're not going to do 2 blinds in a row, though. At least you have Pono to match. That's good to hear. Pono's in stock, by the way. Shameless plug. We have a Terra. I think we've only seen one of these. Terra Cap. Boop. Start auction. Go. Tisa says that he could go up to around 500 or 1,000. Because this is for charity. No, I'm not going to say that. That's mean. Charities. Oh, you could see these going up. Okay. I thought Thesis was over here flexing that he was about to drop $1,000 on one of these. what cameras are we using. So we got up here is a Sony A6400. Here is just a Logitech Brio. It's not the 4K, it's 1080p. Here is a really old Logitech C920S. 104, congrats, is Peter. Number 14. And I have another C920 that I was going to do for like a side view. Like most keyboard streamers have like, that angled view where it's not straight down. But my computer cannot handle 4 cameras. Or it's not that the computer can't handle it, but I'm maxing out the bandwidth on the USB, what do you call them, buses? USB hub, like sections of USB ports. So like one section of USBs can't handle 2 cameras, but I've only got so many of them. So I don't really know how to fix that. I just want cameras everywhere. If I had another like actual camera with a capture card, I could add a 4th camera because that goes to HDMI. Okay. We're going to do another silicone cap. Drac going to go so high. Yeah, I'm ready for it. This one's pretty cool. Another unique pattern here. This is kind of flowy. There we go. Just for Twitch to be involved over here. Okay, we're on number 15 here. Auction has started. 60% power. I have... Anybody that's in on my Discord may have seen it. But I have like kind of a joke layout. So to me, the Bauer needs the 0.75 blockers to look correct. So like 60% that have 2 blockers are a whole 1 unit. And to me, I've tried it. And it just looks really weird. Bauer with 1U blockers. There is no natural layout of a 60% that has 0.75U blockers. But I made like a funny joke layout with 0.75U blockers on 60%, so you can go find it somewhere in our Discord. Thank you, Juan, for the $54, which cap 15. 1545. These are completely silicone, which in hindsight is not like the greatest idea for a keycap because obviously a switch, the stem slides against the inside of the switch, so it kind of sticks a little bit. If you put a little bit of lube inside the stem here, it should fix it a little bit, but usually these caps go on decoration caps, so a handful of people have had. It also depends on what switches you have. Some switches are tighter than others, so happens, right? Bauer macro pad. So my wife, for literally since Bauer 1 came into existence, has been trying to get me to make a Bauer numpad to go with it. And I like half designed it. Thesis, you just download the WhatNot app on whatever app store you have, Google Play or Apple App Store, and then just search Omnitype. You can see it right here. You'll see it cycle through, but there's our username. It's just Omnitype. So we have another Moto 2, my personal favorites. Bread is typing on a Bauer 2 right now. That's what's up. Oh, where's the link so I could join the auction on the phone app? You should just be able to search our name in the search bar. If you can't figure it out, you should be able to go to our Instagram story and click on the link that I posted, and I believe it will automatically open the app. Okay, we got the red and gray. This is, of all the things that I've designed in keyboards, yeah, my lighting up here isn't great. The red in, which it wasn't all me, but me and Jane Clyde worked together. The red on Moto 2 is one of my favorite colors of anything. It's like a nice rosy red. It's like one of my favorites. And this anodizing on this cat looks so nice. Nice. Ooh, stretching. Let's get some followers. Thank you, Just Joe Kang. Chan, what's up, bro? Sharpie, Skynet Terminal. Alex Gamble, shout out if you're still here. Thanks for the follows. Whew. I accidentally hid my water behind the iPad, and I'm kind of scared to move it because I'm going to knock everything over. So the next auction, I might go grab another one and be wasteful. What's up? Finally caught the stream. Thanks for hanging out. 124. And it's vowelless person. Thanks so much. That's a big. I'm gonna make sure I'm writing this correctly. These random consonants. Thank you so much. It's just gonna be a nightmare to ship, VTech. And Heather's not here, so we're gonna have to do it on our own. This will be the first time I even use the WhatNot shipping platform, so hopefully it works. 124. Woo! Any news on GMK Redline? Yeah, we will have some news tomorrow, actually, on the weekly update, so stay tuned. Are we ready for another blind? Do we want to do another blind, or do we want to keep seeing them? C, reveal. Okay, that's 2 for 2. We'll reveal. Loving the new pad. Thanks, man. You got to come over and hang out. I don't think you've actually seen it in real life. We got the Moto Light, gray on pink, or pink on gray. We don't have Oblivions. We did not sell Oblivion Ramas, so we will not have those. Okay, I'm going to go grab another Actually, I'm going to do it on the next one. The next auction, I'm going to put up for a minute just to give me a little more time to go grab me some water. More brass caps. There are some in here. We're just completely randomly grabbing through this box. There's still so many in this box. It's like, oh, the new pad. Literally. Thanks. This is the Cyber Mechamat. He meant literal pad. I thought he was doing some cool house slang, you know? Gotta get some Mizu. I feel like there is some Mizu in here, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm not 100% certain. I saw some Mizu earlier because I was organizing everything and making sure I kept a couple for our vault, but I can't remember if I saw the Mizus for the ones that we kept or if any got added. Thank you, Brendan. I'm pretty sure that's number 2 or 3. I'm remembering these names a little bit. A Mizu would go for some good amount, I feel like, because that was one of the... I feel like I should find a Mizu. You are correct. There's definitely a Mizu in there. He's just testing our patience. I don't know. I know I had some in my hand, but I'm pretty sure there was a very, very low amount. So I probably kept them because I'll never get them again. Were there some Moto 2 Rama 1-off? I don't remember seeing some colors in the group buy. Well, Moto Round 1, Moto Light, and Moto Round 2 all had the same design, just in different colors. So that's probably why there's so many. Okay, I'm going to dig real deep down in here. Because I feel like some of the older ones might be at the bottom. Yeah, I'm cheating a little bit. Trying to find y'all something good. This is really hard. There's just so many. There's a lot of silicone caps in here. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time here. We're back to a good old trusty Moto gray and cyan. Can't go wrong. This is OG. This is OG right here. This is an OG. Okay, it is OG, but it's not. Colorway's OG, but this is technically from round 2, so it's slightly newer. So it'll only be like very slightly different because obviously colors slightly change over a 2-year period. But start auction. I feel like because this is turned into what it has, that we could put some other random stuff in here. Okay, I got something. Maybe. Actually, it may not mean anything. I do have a Mizu Twila desk pad behind me that's just sitting there on the shelf. But I'm pretty sure those are sold still. I'm pretty sure Ren still does those, so it may not mean anything. I feel like it only matters the thing you're getting. You can't just go buy somewhere, you know. We don't have any M6Cs at the moment. None of them have arrived yet. Ooh. Up to 94. It's the one with the fish. No, is Bad Seed in here? Oh, there's Bad Seed. Bad Seed has made it over to WhatNot. Omni-type gift card? Y'all don't have bad ideas. Bad Seed with the win. Thanks so much, man. Good to see you on both platforms. And this is probably the best cap, in my opinion, that we have. So that was a good one to go for. Which one is the one with the Water Tribe logo? That was technically called Water. I don't have any of those, I don't think. I didn't particularly care for it myself, so I don't know if I have any or not. Make sure I wrote that. I feel like putting these in the bag was probably a bad idea because I can like barely read it. That is Bad Seed Tech, Nord Nikolai. He came over from Twitch. Okay, do we want to do a blind? I don't want this to get like too insanely repetitive. I could do. We have. Let's see. I did 25 of these caps, so we're gonna go to 25. We're at 19 right now. We have so many more, so we could probably do this another day. Trying to not get two in a row that are the same. Another silicone cap. Burn them. Yeah, we could. Could burn them. No silicone. Show off the design here. Pretty cool. Bust out the Sharpie and make more redacted. God, I'm so happy for Dragon for teaching me how to do all of these at once. Like, this got so much better. We giving away that Charizard? No. We're not. Is anybody interested in Pokemon stuff? I do have some random Pokemon stuff. Like, if people are into Pokemon and they're still feeling charitable and want to mix it up. But if not, it's fine. I know most people came here for keyboard stuff. I feel like there are some... I feel like there should be some Enteramas in here. Some Enters. There's just so many that it's like... Thank you, Joseph. The goat is back at it again. I know that I had... Okay. Found one. Okay, so we're doing a blind one here. All I can tell you is that it is an enter cap. Let me write this down. I'm not going to tell you which one. Or should we? Do we want to see it or do we want to just blind it? You saw it? Coworkers gonna come in tomorrow wondering where everything is. No. Dryzoid. I believe it's how you say your name. If you've not done these yet, these are gonna be the last ones. They're just sitting here to entice you and keep you here. Okay. Do we want to blind this? This is an enter key that I found in there. No blinds? Yeah, we won't blind it. We want to maximize here. Oh! This one's pretty sweet. We have a Nautilus enter. Look at that. This is not brass, by the way. This is a gold aluminum. There we go. I don't remember what the MSRP is on this. I'll just trust that y'all know what's going on. Holy crap! We're already at 85 and it just started. Yes, it is gold. It's aluminum with a gold anodizing. This is number 20. 105. Shoulders are a little sore here. Thanks for the follow, Bread Cram, Kevin the Almighty, Tesis. Oh, someone came in. Fleazion. 106. 107. Scorpion with a 107. Can I get a 108? I got a 108. Can I get a 109? Can I get a 109? 110, 19, 109, 109. We got a 109 by Scorpion. 1010. 1010. That is 1,010. I got you. If you accepted, you have to pay 1,010. Holding here at 109. That was my best auctioneer impression. It was pretty bad. And it goes to Scorpion for 109. Thanks, Scorpion. I don't even know how many that is at this point. Got the Nautilus enter. See you, Bad Seed. Hope you have a good night. Need to catch up soon. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. Thanks for participating. Have a great night. What's the red cap? This cap is a Dracula Dracula I. So how many more we got? We're up to 25. So we got 3 more before the Draculas. Oh, and now I find another botanical. Do we want to do a second one of these, or do we want to do 2 in a row? I couldn't find a single one for 2 hours, and then I pulled 2 in a row. Okay. Okay, we haven't seen one of these in a while. We got a brass, rose gold brass. I believe these are technically the most expensive that we have in the box because they're PVD brass coated. Sorry, anyone who buys this, you're gonna have my fingerprints. See cost types. It's no problem at all if you didn't participate. Oh, I don't know why I just put this back in the bag. But you know what it is. Wait, did I just do that wrong? What just happened there? Something weird just happened. Oh, I pinned. I didn't start. Okay, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Okay, yeah, we're going for the rose gold. There's not any scratches on it. That's just the bag. I think there's been like 2 or 3 botanicals, Arnold. My Nightbot's working decently. Nightbot doesn't let you add line breaks, so like all the names are next to the wrong links. It's kind of annoying. Alinder 112. That's legit. Payment failed though. I need to actually make sure. It happens sometimes. I've actually seen most of the time that means it's a fake bid though. So we're gonna run this one again because the charge did not go through. It's technically going to be 22 now. There isn't going to be a 21. That jank 2 there. So, Alan, I would update your payment method if you weren't actually trolling. A lot of times when that happens is people are trolling, where they just put really high bids and they know that their card's not going to go through because they put fake info, but I assume that's not what this is. So maybe just zip code was wrong or something. Ooh. Getting declined in 4K. Well, let me tell you, this is not 4K. You can definitely tell. Ooh. Okay, so once we get these 2 guys done, we need to start thinking about the giveaway here. I feel like I don't want to do caps because we've just been doing that all night. Okay, everybody's payment's failing. Oh. Interesting. It said that it failed, but the bid wasn't over yet. Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway on both platforms because I said I would. If I would have known this was a charity stream beforehand, we would have done everything auctions. But I'm going to stick to what I said. So we're going to be doing some giveaways. I just need to look around and see what we're going to do. $121. Sheesh. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This was like not even 6 p.m. is when I planned to do this. I just randomly was like, we're doing this. Did not have any thought to do this before, like 2 hours, 3 hours before. Hipster Mia, thank you. Payment accepted on this one. I need to actually go through and make sure that a lot of these went through before I ship them. Okay, so one more before these guys. So anybody who's still here waiting on the Dracula, they're very close. I just grabbed a rando. Do we want to do one more blind before the 2 big boys? I feel like we haven't done a blind in a while. One last blind to end it all. Not end it all, but end the box. Yeah, we're blind in this. Cat 23, blind. I'm adding 15 seconds to this just to give y'all a little more time to think about how charitable you really are. Interested in a slabbed PSA 6 birthday Pikachu. I'm personally not a fan of the middle grades. Obviously, I like the high 8, 9, 10, but I really love the ones. So the ones in the middle just don't interest me too terribly much. Okay, there's this extra 15 seconds for everyone to think about this. Yeah, what if this is Mizu? Just kidding. It's not Mizu. I didn't find one. I'm not going to mislead. $101. Payment succeeded. Okay, let's reveal our last cap. And it's a botanical green. I may or may not have very specifically picked that one out just to make the last one fun. Okay. We have officially made it. Yeah. My wife told me when I got home the other night when we opened the moist minimal that I should have given it away. Like the dripping, wet, moist minimal. We could auction it off for charity. It's just wet potato, you know? But I was a little concerned of any sort of moisture hazardous stuff. So that's why I was a little hesitant to do it. But it could be pretty funny. And it's for a good cause. It's not wet anymore, though. It's hardened. Oh, just kidding. Okay. We'll have to do that after these. So, which one shall we start with? Left or right? Sorry, you can't see this. Left or right? I or er? Too bad I don't have polls over here on Twitch. I or er? No, we're not going to do it as a set because we need to maximize how much we can get here. I'm seeing I's. I'm seeing ers. I'm seeing a lot of I's. Okay, we're going to start with I. Seeing a lot of I's. I'll take this guy out. This is an E white. This is legendary cap right here. E white with a very, very dark blue fill on the eyeball, which can also be known as the canoe if you look at it as a bird's eye view. So 2 in 1. You know, the canoe cap. No! Well, it's okay. It fell into the box. It's safe. Okay, we'll show it again. It's safe. Nothing happened. It fell into the soft box of the plastic bags, okay? It's okay. It's okay. I promise. Okay, we're gonna start this, and I'm gonna add some time to this because this is the big boy. We're gonna do a full minute on this one, on these two, and we're gonna start it now. Already at 105 before we even start. Oh, I got 125, 135, 55. Whoo, sheesh! Oh my gosh, are we gonna hit 200 on this? It's worth more. I don't think it's worth more. It's exactly the same. Nothing happened to it. 175. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for a keycap. Your the Garrett scuffed eye. Flazion. Let me think here. If we get it to 200, I don't know what I can include. I was trying to add something, but I can't think of what I would add. Sorry, that was a fail. I don't think a koozie is quite very convincing, but 175 is plenty. That is a large chunk. Flazion, thank you so much. Payment succeeded. Let's see, number 24. Okay, we're down to the I don't know which one is more popular, or I. Yeah, imagine if this wasn't for charity, I would be canceled already. I would have been canceled an hour ago. Can we know the total raise before you end? I don't know because I don't think I can view it in the app until it's over. I would have to sit here and do manual math. Bid starts at 150. Sheesh. Is it already pre-bidded up to there? Dang, the pre-bid's already up to 150 on the Sheesh. I haven't even showed this boy off yet. Do I need to drop this one too? I guess it should be even. I feel like I shouldn't hold off on the winner for theirs to not be dropped. Should I just like toss it? No, I'm not doing that. There's the Y'all are funny, but I'm not doing that. Come on, phone. There it is. Red anodized aluminum, dark blue fill. I'm sure everybody knows what this is, but there you go. You forgot to drop it first. I'm not dropping it, okay? We're not dropping it. Okay, here we go. This is the final one, okay? Everybody prepare. It's already up to 150 on pre-bid. That is crazy. We got a minute auction here. Drop it after. Yeah, after. The higher it goes, the more damage I do to it. It look mighty fine on redacted. Yeah, it would look nice. Redacted, low key looks really good with red. Which there's only one cap on redacted that has red in it. We're at 180. We've passed the eye. We've passed the eye test. Last time it did sit at the final bid for the last 30 seconds, so I feel like we've maxed everyone out of their... What's the other side look like? The bottom? The bottom's just the stem. It says GMK, it says Dracula on the bottom. It's just the stem. It's all blank on all the sides. We're at 180. And we're going to end the caps at 180. Brendan, once again. This is like the fifth one. Brendan killing it. So, yeah, I guess we do have some giveaways, both platforms, and the last item on the docket is if we do the giveaway for a wet minimal set. I swear I had a second one in here. Oh yeah, I do have a second one. I wonder if that's against like WhatNot's TOS. Is Dragon still in here? I know they have some terms of service about products and stuff. I probably shouldn't risk it. I'm not going to risk it, okay? It's probably a health hazard, too. We're not doing that. I can't figure out the total number. Actually, I can. Once we do the giveaway on WhatNot, I'll end that stream and everybody can jump over onto Twitch. So that I can try to figure out what the final total is. Because it won't let me. I'll have to individually add them up when the stream is happening. So what are we going to give away? That's the question. Shall I go into the vault? I feel like I should do something pretty good because everybody was insanely generous this evening, so I should probably also be very generous with the giveaway item. Sorry, I just covered that up. I'm gonna head into the vault and see if I can find something that is not available on our store. So I'm gonna pop this blur up here. Bloop. Stream is already started, so we can turn that off. I'll be right back. Everyone hang for a second. Don't go anywhere. We're about to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway here on WhatNot. It's going to be in the chat. All you got to do is be in the chat, and you'll be entered, and then we'll hop over here. BRB. Listen to the grandma chair scoot. I was teasing y'all a little bit over here in the blurred camera. Could y'all tell what it was? So I figured I would pull out some of the best stuff that we have. I feel like we need to flip a coin. Does Twitch have a coin flipping thing? Here, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Rip. Didn't work. My browser thingy broke. Okay. I don't have an actual coin. So here's what we got. Can WhatNot? Okay, y'all can see this too. Here's what I pulled out of the vault. We got 8008 round 1. And then I pulled out all the stops for the Mizu. So we got these two. I just got to determine which one is for which platform. Which is, we're just going to do a coin flip here. Which I was trying to pull my browser up because I wanted y'all to actually be able to see it. Here, let me... Sorry, I'm fixing my browser. Oh, sheesh. That's what you're not supposed to do in your stream, right? I'm supposed to show your whole screen. It's okay. It was just Streamlabs. Okay, whatever. We're going to do this. Heads, tails. Here's our coin flip. This will suffice. Okay, so we're going to do 8008. This is for 8008, which will also determine the other one. Heads. We actually should have just done this. WhatNot on this side. Twitch on this side. So this is for 8008. Whichever one it lands on is which platform 8008 is going for, and then the other one goes on the other one. Okay, so we're gonna whoop WhatNot. So 8008 is going to WhatNot. We're just doing it one time. So there we go. 8008 still in the plastic wrap. It's got a little bit of a dingamajingy here. Basically, any that I keep in the vault, I usually take the ones that kind of look like this so that no one else has to get them. Nothing wrong with the caps. It just kind of got squished in a little bit right there. Still sealed. This is the very first set to use the infamous GMK potato tray. Don't think that's a good thing, but All you got to do is be in chat and WhatNot. So if you're not in WhatNot, if you're over there, think about giving us a follow. I'm going to give us about 30 seconds in case anybody wants to partake. We're going to start a 30-second timer here. And let's give everybody, let's give 1 minute because people might want to, might have to download the app. I just want to make sure that everybody that's been here with us has a chance at it, you know? Nice, Kono. Nice, Conan. Nice. Nice. So yeah, if you need to, go to your app store, download WhatNot, search OmniType to find us. It might be easier to go to our story and just click on the link. All you got to do is be in the chat in WhatNot when I start this. I'm scared to hit it because I've never done it before and I don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to find that out together too. How often are you going to do streams here? I don't quite know. This is the first time ever. I mean, I guess it would be somewhat often. To be in chat just means you're watching it. Sorry. I guess that was kind of confusing. You just have to be here watching, I'm pretty sure. Okay, timer is done. We're giving some people some time. Giveaways plus quick ad. How it works. Okay, I'll just read this out loud for everyone. We are responsible for shipping costs, so you won't have to pay anything. In order for users to enter the giveaway, you must pin the product to the stream. Okay. And then once you tap draw winner, a random winner will be selected. Only entered viewers can win. Okay, so maybe you do have to enter. We're going to see when I pin it. You might actually have to like hit a button or something. GMK 8008 round 1, just so that y'all know. Quantity 1. That works. So I will open this up for international shipping. Just because the whole cause was an international cause, so we'll pay international shipping. Could turn this on for followers only if everybody would like to support us and follow us. I don't know if that'll make anybody mad. You're all here. It would help us out. We're going to do followers only, if that's okay. Just give us a follow. Takes one tap just to help us out, get started here. I've pinned the giveaway. So you just hit that button. So that's what you got to do. Just hit the button to enter. I guess I need to put a timer. Here, I'm sorry, I'm stealing the timer here from the other giveaway. And so we're gonna do, is 5 minutes too long? I feel like it is, because there's not, I don't know how many people. I'm gonna do 3 minutes. There we go. 3 minutes. Sorry if it's too long. I can't, my app's glitching. I can't quite tell how many people are actually in here. It just tells me 49. But obviously there's 101 entries right now, so. Yeah, WhatNot's first. Sorry if I didn't specify that. We'll do the Twitch one second. 8008's on WhatNot. So you technically got 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to get on over here. Yeah, the WhatNot view count has like never worked for me. I'll be in streams with people, like watching them, and it'll say there's only like 3 people watching, and there's like 12 people in chat, so it's never right. Fellow Alabama native, what's up? Yeah, more likely than a Kiko raffle. You're very right. So yeah, this is get some hairy plastic wrap here. 106 inch. What's up, White Slacks? Oh my gosh. White Slacks. What is up? Brones. That's my old boss. Everyone. White Slacks in chat. Shout him out. That is my old boss. Before, when me and VTech, who y'all saw earlier in here, were go-kart mechanics, he was our boss. Good times. There's so many people that I know coming in here, and it's really freaking nerve-wracking. My dad and my brother were watching the other night, texting me, we're watching, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my second stream of all time. Is the timer over? Oh, okay, 45 seconds. I've only won one Kiko ever. I've entered every raffle that Kiko is ever done since the beginning, and I've won once. So, I'm there with you. And it wasn't until like last year, I think, was the first one I won. Okay, we got 20 seconds. We got 113 entries. That's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. You have to be in WhatNot app. We're going to do a second giveaway here on Twitch right after this one's over. So hang out. We only got 7 seconds left, so unless you're just like a wizard, you probably aren't have time to get over here and WhatNot. Okay, so we're about to do this giveaway here. I'm about to hit the draw winner button. Let's go is what the stream says. Let's get it. Draw a winner. Drawing, 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 drawing. Oh, that's cool. It's like spinning. I guess I should get my sticky notes. Who's going to win it? This thing's still spinning. L1Q4. Congratulations. Congratulations. L1Q4. Giveaway. WhatNot. They say Pog. There's no better reaction. Yeah, anybody that saw their name on the ticker, I'm so sorry. You just saw it go right past. That was pretty cool how it did it, though. That was pretty fun. Was that a bot? Well, happens sometimes, you know, if it is. Hey, L1Q4, say something in chat, please. We're going to do this. I need you to say something to me. If you have already, I didn't see it, so please say something else, because I don't want this to go to a bot. Okay, there you go. Hello, I'm here. Okay. It's either a very personable bot or it's a person. These days, it's very hard to tell. Okay, congratulations. Set this aside. We'll get that out for you hopefully tomorrow or Monday. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. That was the first time you saw me. Here, I'll turn it. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Following, we're going to close this stream here. I'm going to head over to Twitch, do that giveaway. So if you want to enter a second one, everybody, we're in this together. And then I'm going to try to get the full amount here that we got. So it was fun hanging out, and I'm going to try to figure out what button I need to press to end this. Here, have a Charizard before you go while I figure this out. End show. Okay, everyone. Peace out. Roll Tide. See you all on the other side. Okay. All my attention is on you now, Twitch. You don't have to share me any longer. Even though I'm pretty sure it was just all of the same people. You don't have to share me anymore. Wait, I'm still live. Oh. I'm still live. I ended it on the iPad. Okay, real piece. I guess ending it on the second device didn't end it on the real one. Yeah, I'm a Bama fan. Sheesh. Tell him. Dang, thanks everyone for the follows on WhatNot. We went up by like 150. That means a lot. Okay, so we're back over here. Now we can display our Zards for good luck, you know. And now the only reason y'all are here, you're not here for me, obviously. You're here for the Mizu. The Mizu. So I need to... Can I edit a scene? Without... Check my text. Oh. Probably a lot of text. Oh, VTech clutch doing the math up in here. He's off the clock. Okay, so we have an official total from VTech himself. This is a big total. Holy crap. So the total raised was $3,553. Holy crap. That's a large number. Thanks everyone for doing that. That's a lot. The fact that like this was completely spur of the moment was pretty crazy. There was like not even a plan in any way. That's pretty cool. So I guess now we're going to do the giveaway here for everybody that hung out over here for GMK Mizu. I need to fix my browser thing because y'all want to see it. But I don't know. Is it possible for me to edit a... Okay, we're just going to do this. Can y'all see this? There it is. Well, my stuff kind of went a little jank here, but that's okay. My outline broke a little bit. That hurts me on the inside. Yes, I am on a Windows PC. You're right. I always do use Macs, but I tried a Mac Mini, and it failed miserably. So I got a PC to handle this. A lot cheaper. Okay, so we got Nightbot giveaway here. We're gonna do a keyword. Subscriber gets to know it's your luck because you don't have subscribers. We're gonna let mods enter, so just because. What's our keyword gonna be? Here, we're just gonna do this, bro. There's our keyword right there. That's our keyword. Glory to Ukraine. That's our keyword. Enter once. If you type it more than once, you will be disqualified. So only enter once. I should probably put a timer. Got 200 people in here. Let's do this timer. We'll do 2 minutes again. There we go. I'm really annoyed that my little... Oh, yeah, my little border is screwed up. I don't know what happened there. What happened to my frame? My frame just went... Something went wrong with my corners here. It's okay. I'll fix it later. How many people we got in here? 158 eligible users. Oh, sorry. I'm sure a lot of people came in here. GMK Mizu is what the giveaway is for. Unopened. It's a little dented. It's been around the block, so it's not pristine. You can't really see it. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna. I forgot that you couldn't see it. Mizu, a little scuffed, but cap should be fine. Sealed in the plastic wrap from the vault, directly from the vault. All you got to do is say it one time, and you're in. Don't say it twice. You like my Charizard, Tiny? These are flexes, okay? And I'm not ashamed. How much time I got? 11 seconds. Wrong button, sorry. Okay, is our timer up? Let's go. Okay. We're gonna roll this. I feel like this song is not what we need for this moment. Sorry, we're trying to pick a song that matches the moment. We'll rock with this. Okay, we're going to roll this here. Thanks, everyone, for entering. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out for almost 3 hours. Whatnot. All the donations. We raised $3,553 to Ukraine relief, if anyone wasn't around. Just kind of a spur of the moment thing. So, yes, I'm giving everyone a couple more seconds to enter. So we're going to roll it here. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1, and a roll. Hot pot. Doesn't it usually have, like, how long they've been here and all that? Congrats, hot pot. Please give us a chat here to let us know that you're not a bot and that you are a real person. We're going to give you the 45 seconds to say something, or we're going to roll it again. OMG. Non-follower? Come on, bruh. Well, they chatted. It's okay. We're gonna honor it. Okay. Are you gonna follow us now? I feel I can't re-roll. I didn't say it beforehand. You know? I didn't check the box that said followers only. You know? So I can't take it away. Okay, they gave us a follow, okay? They did it. Yeah, I make the rules, but I don't like to change the rules after the fact, you know? So, congratulations. You can give us a whisper here on Twitch. Send us your email. And we will get this handled once you give us our email. Stop trying to buy it from them. Okay. Yeah, give us a whisper here on Twitch. And which I guess I need to write this down. It was with zeros, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a lot of work for me tomorrow. All of this. And we still have, just to show you how many of these we did have, there's still this many in the box. So, yeah. Woo! I'm telling you, we got a lot of those hanging around. Yeah, I guess that's technically what we set out to do tonight. Like I said, it's 11:40. I guess it's pretty late. I know most people were here for the giveaway, so understandable if you're leaving. Sorry, I'm reading chat. We could put the extras up on the website. I just don't. It's a choice I make. Hot Pot is going to go live on WhatNot in 5 minutes. That's a good one. I did say I was going to show off Moto earlier. I'm down to hang out for a few more minutes. I don't really have anywhere to go, so if everybody else is still chilling, I'll chill for a little bit. Since this was actually like a lot of effort, like a special sticker on it that it was a giveaway. What do you mean? This? Oh, you mean there's no way to you mean like brand it where they can't like flip it? I mean, I guess that's not a horrible idea. I mean, they could just take the plastic wrap off, I'd have to like write it on the thing, but then I'd have to open the plastic wrap. So you just have to trust the people, okay? Giveaways are luck of the draw. People are allowed to do with their winnings as they choose. So just kind of how it goes. Oh, everybody's asking about the chair. This is one of a kind Grandma 3000. So this is pretty difficult to find. I should have auctioned this chair off. I mean, this chair would have probably tripled the whole total. Yeah, this is Grandma Aaron, I'm going to go get the Moto. I'm sure most people know what Moto looks like, but it's right behind me, so. Boop. Oh, just whack the crap out of this. I have the red accents on it right now. Okay, Zarge, I need to move out of the way for a little bit. GMA 3000. So this is Moto 2. It's technically exactly the same as Moto 1, but this is Moto 2. Okay, let's take this Let's Go off the screen. Yeah, I feel like you don't see many people using just red only on this. It's usually like the cyan or the teal, whatever you want to call it, or both. I really like both. But the red by itself is just like a whole different vibe that like you don't really like remember is even an option. Is Bower Light going to be a PC case at all? Well, it's all going to be polycarbonate. So yes, I'll add all of it. But this is Moto for anybody that somehow hasn't seen it. If you're just new to keyboards, I feel like if you're in keyboards, you like know what Modern Dolce is, but definitely one of the best sets of all time. This is Schofield prototype for anybody that hasn't seen this. I feel like I show it off every stream, but obviously there's different people every time. Yeah, this is round 1 prototype. It's changed dramatically since then. Any rare things you have on you that you want to show off? I mean, I have a ton of Pokemon stuff that's legit unopened. Like I say every stream, there's a pile of just like random eBay purchases for like the past few months that I just saved to just have fun on streams when we're chilling. But if you're talking about keyboard stuff, I feel like this is really all I have around me right now. Can't leak too many things, and then there's just nothing to look forward to. Do you use F and J keys with the bars? Yes, I am team bars, not team scoop. Scoop is wrong. There's the bottom. Like I said, this is not what it looks like anymore. I have since changed the design of this. Since this. And also possibly I'm going to change the name of this board. I feel like I'm kind of over this name. I am going to keep this though. The paper crane, just because I think it's pretty cool. Why team bar? Scoop just feels so wrong because, like, I'm pretty sure it's something about the scoop is not scooped well enough for a finger. It seems like it's a little more, like, if this is the width of a finger, like, it feels like it's like, I don't know how to explain it. That was weird. I feel like my finger doesn't fit perfectly in the scoop. So, and I also feel like the surface area is narrower on a scoop. Like these two edges right here, I feel like are slightly farther in. I could just be wrong, but it feels like that. Hey, if you got A008, A008 had the nub homing, where it has the little dot in the middle of the cap, which is pretty cool. I like that too. Just, it usually doesn't make it in key sets because no one uses it. Which, here, you want to hear this board? In my opinion, this board sounds better than Bauer. I don't know how well this is going to work, by the way. I haven't actually, like, tested this. I'm really bad at typing. I think that space bar is pretty bad. Okay, do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear how good this shift sounds? So, where is it? So this shift, like, it sounds so good. It sounds as if there's not even a stabilizer in it. Like, that's your goal when you lube stabilizers, right? For you to not even feel like there is a stabilizer in there, because there's not. There's not a stabilizer. It's also not even soldered, because I just built it for a meetup. There is no stabilizer. Look, you don't need a stabilizer. This cap is fine. I've been trying to convince the world that you don't need stabilizers on any key that's not a space bar. This is perfectly fine. Yes, it might rock like a tiny bit, but the positive that you get from not having the sound of a stabilizer or having to tune them is, in my opinion, way beyond the benefit of having a stabilizer. I don't remember if there's one in here. I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah. When I built this, I just straight up forgot to put one in that. And I was like, okay, it's too late. I don't have time. Went to the Novel Keys meetup. Hundreds of people typed on this board, and not a single person realized that there wasn't a stab in this key. If that's proof that it doesn't need a stabilizer, I don't know what is. That is true. How many people hit the right shift? But I feel like Nathan kind of like coined this like workflow is when you're testing a keyboard, you always go, and then you go like this. This is what everybody does, right? You don't just go like this. When you're tapping on a spacebar, you have to go like this. You're not a true keyboard streamer if your finger doesn't go around across the spacebar like this. And then you gotta go. And then when you go up here, you gotta go like this. When you get to your nav, you gotta go. And then when you do your Fs, you have to go with 2 hands. See, I'm watching. And I call anyone out. If anybody just goes, I'm like, you better move that finger. Just look out for that. You won't see any keyboard streamer that doesn't do what I just did exactly the same on every build stream. Not that it's wrong. I mean, obviously that is like the best way to do it. I just think it's funny. I'm pretty sure Nathan's the one that started all of that, but they're hiding their bad stabs. This spacebar sounds horrible. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not even soldered or anything. I just built it for a meetup. But it felt good to say that. I feel like I felt that every time I watch a stream. I'm like, here they go. They're about to do it again. Yep, there it is. They did it. What plate is in the board? This is just aluminum. Aluminum plate. Aluminium. Aluminium. I think I heard somebody earlier say they wanted to hear this board. Does this actually like work when I put this mic down here? I haven't like actually tested how this sounds. Ooh, that shift. Ooh, sticky keys. Crap. Oh, should be at head level? I'm pretty sure the SM7B doesn't pick up sound from very far away, though. Can you hear that? I'm not great at spacebars, personally. Yeah, I'm not good at spacebars. It's all about the tuning, and I'm just not great at it. But gotta be granted, this is a plastic keyboard. I wish I had a... Yeah, my built metal one is in my room to be able to, or my office, to be able to compare the CNC with the injection mold. This is technically 3D printed, but thanks for the follows. Taco2 Bravo, Jersh, Jolsk, Blout, Melbourne, Hot Pot, followed. There it is. I don't know what else I got for you. I'm gonna open this while we chill. Oh, sorry. I leaked our own address that is on every package that is shipped to you anyway, so I think it's okay. Your Grandma 3000 review? If I was a YouTuber, that would be great. But I'm not. Look at this packaging. These bubbles. Woo! Should have a spacebar tuning competition in OmniType. I'm pretty sure we would all be bad. This is a random Pokemon package that I got in this evening. Should I pop these? Are we doing some ASMR? We're just gonna go like... Oh, that's satisfying. We have a lot of variety of this stream. Sorry if that was loud. Might have piqued everyone's ears. Packaging on packaging. Okay. It seems like everybody's friends with June, and now I don't even know who the original was. I didn't even realize the other night that everyone who was saying it was not the same person until after. And then I went to Discord, and Discord was out of control. Talking about this June. Okay, we got some vintage Pokemon packs here. Unopened, still sealed. Like a security seal. I watched them open this from a booster box on stream, so it's all safe. Neogenesis First Edition. Sorry, I was increasing my lightness. The full art set of Neogenesis First Edition. Oof. So good. Unopened. These are pretty rare. First edition. Oh, my security seal. This is like a very aesthetic layout here. It was completely random. Yeah. These are pretty cool. For the business collection. Well, anything else y'all need from me? I feel like I shouldn't just be sitting here dragging y'all on for the rest of the evening. Yeah, I guess that's it. How was my day? Well, so my wife had a flight at 5 a.m., but we have to fly out of Nashville, which is 2 hours away. So, short story, I got back home at 4:30 a.m. this morning. So, I didn't get to work till late. And I found out that she didn't even go to sleep until like 6 p.m. today. I swear she was up for like 40 hours or something. So I'm kind of tired, but it was a good day. It's me and VTech here, holding down the fort while she's out of town. It has been fun hanging out at Burke's Keys. Yeah, she's on vacation, getting a much needed rest. Don't know if she's watching. She said she would watch, but I doubt she's made it this long. Enjoyed participating in the WhatNot bids. I'm very glad that it went how it went. I was a little nervous just because I knew that there's no raffle system. If there was a raffle system, I'm sure everyone could agree that WhatNot would be really cool. Would be a really cool way to do stuff. But the fact that it's not means that it can only work for like, unless you want to get canceled for like charitable stuff. Because like we found out, if you just put it as buy now, people buy it before I can even get it on the screen. And then if you do auction, you're making way more money than MSRP is. And then, I mean, I guess we have the right to do that, but definitely people frown upon that. So maybe every single person that was in WhatNot tonight should email their support and ask for a raffle payment method. Tell them to mark it on the list. But if they don't add it, I could see how WhatNot doesn't like last long, because the buy now was just like, okay, someone bought it before anyone even saw it. So it's like, it doesn't really add much to mechanical keyboards unless you're an aftermarket seller, specifically just trying to flip something and make as much money as possible. Not that I am saying that you should do that. But for actual businesses, it's kind of like you're kind of pigeonholed into either having a bad experience or looking bad. So, but never hurts to give it a try. That's what we did. I agree the raffle would have been fun. Just add an option to invoice someone using the same mechanism as a gift. Yeah, that's what I told him. Because I was talking to them for a bit. I told them they just need to combine whatever they do for a giveaway, but then when it chooses the person, they then just get charged. Like, that's what it should be. I feel like it would be insanely easy. They already have both sides. You just have to, instead of them getting it for free, it just charges them a price. I don't understand how they buy it either. I think it has something to do that when I add products, like when I added like all 25 of them, it adds it to our profile. I think you can go to our profile and see what we have for sale. I just don't think that the app is necessarily prepared for a market that has such a high demand. I feel like most people just like put a bunch of stuff on their store and hope that people will find it and buy it. Not that there's like 200 people trying to buy the same thing all at once. So it kind of like falls apart. When people that are actually watching the stream can't see it, but the people that are sitting there on the profile can click on it and grab it. So yeah, where's Dragon at? We need Dragon to tell I think he was here. He or she, they were here when we were discussing it. So hopefully they saw everyone talking about that. Hopefully that happens. I'm going to keep pushing for it. If not, WhatNot will probably phase out. But it was fun. Even if we never do it again, it was worth it this time. It was really fun. I said that we were going to do the Bowers on it, which after this experience, I'm a little like worried because I definitely don't want to do an auction because it will go to an insane amount and we will just immediately get canceled, even though we designed it. And I don't want to do buy now because everyone will be like, oh, we're doing a stream for one Bower, and then like 20 seconds in, okay, it's gone. See ya. Good night. So it's like, oh, I'm sure a very small number of users on WhatNot are for mechanical keyboards because it's not, they just don't, I don't think they understand that raffle is needed. If raffle was there, I could see this being a big thing in mechanical keyboards, and I tried to tell them. Like, I was there, I was telling them, and I was like, we could spearhead this, but we gotta have auction. Or, not auction. Gotta have raffle. Someone who knows the WhatNot tricks would just win without other people knowing how to enter. Yeah, that's basically what happened. I feel like there are people that knew exactly. I didn't even know how to do it. Vickery it. I only vickery like the special edition vickeries. I don't want somebody to pay vickery price for a thing that someone else got at MSRP. Yeah, WhatNot's basically a charity app for us, which I guess is fine because every few months we do have a decent chunk of stuff like this. Because we always buy extras to cover problems that happen. So, I mean, we could. But every other product we list, these ROMA caps, we just never did. Because most of them, we would only have like 5 to 10 available. And it's like, it's not worth all the hoopla and everyone getting all hyped about it. And there's only 10 and then they sell out in like 0.5 seconds. It was like, it's not worth the stress of the day of everyone being pissed for 10 caps to sell. So that's why we've just never done it. How many extras were there? I mean, there's just a completely random amount. Every product, the extras amount is just based off of how well it sells. Yeah. Snozy, no comment on that. Well, good chat. I'm just sitting here with my phone right here. That's probably a streamer no-no just to have your phone sitting right in front of the stream. Luckily, it's on Do Not Disturb. What are your plans for the HHKB housing? Housing? I assume you mean like enclosure, not like stem housing, like switch housing. Here, I'll put this in the middle for you. So all of our resources and attention as far as boards are in Bower Light right now. Just until we get it going, until it's flowing. we're not splitting our time on anything else. So once this is going, we'll be able to move forward into that a little more rapidly. But we're just going to design our own board around it, basically. I've seen a lot of people slightly confused, thinking that we purchased the heavy Grail board, which we did not. We just got the plate design. So like the external enclosure is a Norbauer design. That is not what we got. We just got the plate to design our own boards around. This is a 3D printed prototype, SLA print. Are you going to be using the Norbauer HHKB mold to make more cases? Yes. We will build our own boards around the plate. And now that we have the plate files, sorry, I should probably just do this. It'll allow us to possibly make different layouts and stuff. I love Topre, so I've always wanted to do stuff in it. Once Bauer lights are finished, will producing other boards become easier? I mean, easier in some senses. Like, yes, we've done it once, so now we know how to do it again faster or easier. But, like, you still have to do all the work again. So, yes, it's easier because you don't have to learn the stuff like you did the first time, but you still have to do it. Will the plate be visible through the PC in the final version of the Bauer Light? It just depends. Like, we'll be doing like the translucent colorways and opaque colorways. So if it's a translucent one, you'll be able to see the plate. Which this plate is, they're all the same color. It's all just clear polycarbonate. So that's why you can't see this one. As a Topre fan, I'm really excited to see what comes from this project. Thank you. I'm pretty excited about it. Just bandwidth wise, I haven't been able to just sit down and grind it out. But it'll happen eventually. Will those boards still be able to use MX style caps? It would be nice to continue to use Omni type key caps on the Topre board. That has to do with the stems. So I haven't gotten that far. I did like slightly have the beginnings of my own Topre stem, but I haven't gotten like very far. And Desk Keys does them now, so we'll possibly do our own if we have the time, or it'll just be where you just purchase them for someone else to use with the board. I don't know yet. We haven't gotten that far. Is the Norbauer plate a license type thing? No, we actually purchased the molds and like the CNC files from him, so we officially own them and can do whatever we want with them. HHKB is still my most used board. Yeah, I used an HHKB for like so many years. It's like one of the best, in my opinion. Like, but I'm very like biased. Besides like the Bauer, I think HHKB is the best board like ever made. It's so good, especially with high pro caps. Why is this music not playing? I hit play a while back. Rip. Music just broke. I wonder why it was so quiet up in here. How crispy do I sound with no music? This little speck of dust. Well, I guess we'll call it a night. We're not gonna keep you any longer. It was fun hanging out. So I'm tempting, obviously you want to get affiliate on your profile, but I would love to get partner on our profile. So I'm really trying to grind it out now that we have like we had like a really boosted words out of the gate on the streaming. So we have like a really good start, just really good numbers. So I'd love to like keep chucking along to try to get the partner application through with some really good numbers, all just at once at the beginning. Because I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up forever. So if I don't get it now, probably won't ever get it. So I might stream again this weekend since my wife's out of town. It won't like affect me missing out on time with her. So I might do another one this weekend sometime just to get the stream numbers up. I always try to think of something to do that's engaging and entertaining. Because I don't know if people just want to sit here and chat for 2 hours. So at least when I have something, I could chat forever. But I want to have at least something to want people to come and hang out. But I also switch looping stream. I hate looping switches. I'm never going to do that by choice. It's only if I have to do it. I think Sunday I may possibly... Here, let me grab something real quick. Y'all may not give a crap about this because you all are keyboard fans and we're a keyboard company. But I found my childhood Pokemon binder a month or so ago. Like, was unopened for like 10 or 15 years. And I've really wanted to like open it with some sort of like recording. Just because I'm sure it's going to be really fun, nostalgic. So Sunday I might do this. If anybody is interested. I've only opened it and looked at the first page. I have like withheld looking through it for like a month or two. Because I wanted to just experience it live. Do it live. So Sunday I might do this. We might just chill, hang out, go through this whole binder, sleeve everything up, see what all there is in here. That's probably what I'll do moving forward. I'll probably try to separate Pokemon and keyboard stuff. Like I'll do stuff here and there, where like at the end of a stream I open something up. But I don't want like people to come in only for like wanting keyboard stuff and being disappointed, not knowing it. So if I get into a schedule, which I feel like will happen eventually when I figure out how much time I have, I'll just be like, oh, this is keyboard only day, this is Pokemon only day, kind of thing. So if anybody's open and that kind of stuff, that's kind of what you can look forward to. So I've officially said it. We can open the first page because that's all I've looked at. This is the first page. I have the Collector's Handbook Value Guide. Daily Clack coming in with the follow. He just woke up, I assume. This is from... What year is this? It's like 1999 or something. 1999. There's the first page. Dark Charizard leak. Yeah, we'll be hanging out doing this on Sunday. Yeah, I'll definitely answer questions inside of the vendor side of things. Yeah, I mean, I like chatting about it. I know a lot of people just have questions or interested in stuff, so I'll talk about as much as I can without giving our secrets away. You know, you can't help everyone out. But yeah, even on our Pokemon streams, we'll definitely be down to chat about stuff like that. Just to not leave anybody out, you know. I want everybody to chill and just hang out and do things that we're interested in together. This is the worst design idea ever. I feel like this is very horrible for your cards to hold this. Okay, this is my biggest flaw as a streamer is ending. So, do people have like outros? Will there be auctioned out? I'm going to try to get the auction stuff out tomorrow. Like I said, my wife's not here, so I'm doing a lot of the stuff that she does, so it may not be till Monday. So sorry if it's not till Monday. Or Might be Tuesday because I have to pick her up from the airport on Monday. But it will come out. So yeah. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to go to the blurred screen to exit so that we're not just... Oh, we're going to raid. I'm not going to forget. There may not be anybody open right now. Or not open. Live because it's really late. See if anybody I'm following is live. Oh, Knowledge and Tiny. Has anybody ever heard of Knowledge? The beat maker? We're rating Knowledge, okay? Friend of the business. Oh, it's 12:15 for us. That's decently late. Tim Keelis is live. I guess I don't follow him. Yeah, no worries. Grammy award-winning beatmaker. Friend of the business, the channel. We're gonna raid Knowledge. What shall we say? What shall our raid message be? I was in there yesterday. His favorite key set is dual shot. So maybe we should type like something like that. Dual shot for life. That's what our message is going to be. And y'all should go hang out. He's got a really, really unique stream. He just makes beats like on the spot. Just makes music like live, like all day. He just like never misses. His stuff is sick. So we're going to pop over there, give y'all a little bit of variety in your keyboard lives. So thanks for hanging out. Here's our raid message. DualShot's his favorite key set. He's in the group by. So I'll see y'all. Let me make sure I'm typing his name correct. And I'm actually going to remember to end the stream this time. Last time I forgot. Or I didn't know that rating didn't end the stream. You would think it would. And I was just sitting here for like 3 minutes live. All right, y'all. Gulvan, the VOD will work now. It's official. The audio and the VOD works. So you can go back and watch it. And I'm popping all of our VODs over to YouTube a couple days after so that they stay forever. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to raid Knowledge here. Give him a nice dual shot for life. I'm sure it'll make him smile. Thanks, everyone. Y'all have a great night.